Yo, peace, y'all. This is the Views from the 7 podcast. This your guy, Spence. I'm joined with my home boy, girl.
What?
She's sitting next to me. This is fucking me up a little bit. Wifey in the building.
Ew.
We have Skinny here with us.
Yeah.
That don't even sound right, do it? Skinny in the best Skinny here.
Like I ain't normally here.
Ivan, Big Papa.
What it do?
Day 4. Man, we ain't got no radio.
Straight?
Hell no.
Damn, what am I doing right now? Hold
What
on.
day
man.
you on?
I'll be on day 3 in 2 days.
Ivan.
What it do?
Hey man, we got our partners, man. It's been a long time coming, man. We got 2-4s. The Killer Town Boys.
Yes.
I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, man. Then we gonna get right into the shit, man. No music, no nothing, man. We getting right in it.
Oh, it's a little different today, man. I like it.
Man, it's different today,
I
man.
I love it. I'm Corey from the Killing Time Podcast. It is Killing TYME with my boy,
Bruh, man.
Yeah, look, he's scared and shit. So, fellas, we're gonna get right into it, man.
Let's go.
Tell me why Will Smith is so pussy.
Time out. Why Will gotta be
We
pussy?
getting right in it.
Oh,
Spicy.
how's Will pussy?
How is Will pussy?
Come on, fam.
How is Will pussy?
He's super pussy.
Because he slapped him? Because he's smaller? Because he's a smaller man?
Super pussy.
Explain.
What would you have him do?
In that situation?
Yes.
Well, first of all, I feel like it was staged in the first place.
Exactly.
More
I'm
exact
Yeah.
gonna
stuff.
throw that out there.
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw that out. Too many things just went perfect for me
Yeah,
for this to be a
stage,
situation. First of all, y'all make a TikTok to say y'all getting ready to start chaos and all that shit. You make a TikTok. To
Who's
say,
they?
Will and Jada.
Okay.
They make a TikTok talking about they finna cause chaos. They were sat directly in the front. They're in the front row.
Do you know why he was in the front
Because
row, right?
he was up for an award, right?
He was up for the award
The
of
award.
the night.
So I think you have to be. Yeah, you have to be up there.
Yes, he was the front runner for the
Okay,
award of the night.
that's somebody. It was just too perfect.
Okay.
This shit's scripted, bro.
Right in the front. 3. Unless Chris Rock is just he ain't black. We are experts. We 007 that body language.
He is not. He is not.
He's from like what, Brooklyn?
Doesn't matter.
Come on, bro.
No, hold on. I read up on this. He suffers from some kind of disorder where he does not read body language. I read the article on the guy. He does not read body language very well.
Okay, you ain't
It's
even
a
got to read.
disorder for that?
Yeah, no, it is. There is some kind of disorder where
There's a disorder for not knowing how to read.
because
body
he has a learning disability, right? And that part of that learning disability is not knowing nonverbal communication.
A nigga can read the room though, bro.
I'm just saying.
If a nigga got smoke with me, if he has smoke with me, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't care where we at. If I know he got smoke with me, I am not letting him walk up to me with my hands behind my back.
I get that. Do you think that? I don't think Chris, if it was not staged, I don't think Chris was expecting that. I think because the way Chris leaned in, maybe he was leaning in because he thought we was going to whisper something in his ear.
Okay. Just say
Devil's advocate.
Just say if that was the case.
What? Okay, so you hold on. Before you proceed, you read up on him and he said he has a disease where he can't.
It's nonverbal communication.
It's a learning disorder that has to be.
Did they say why his hand got always getting ready to karate chop some shit? Why he got
That
a glove
reaction.
hand?
That reaction.
No, I'm saying
I don't know. No.
He had a yin yang hand.
Oh, he
all
was.
the time.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I saw that.
Yeah.
so if a nigga got smoke with me, I'm not letting him walk up to me with my hands behind my back under no condition.
Do they have smoke though? Do they have previous beef?
This is if you going off the 2016 bullshit, which
Okay.
I'm sure at some point we gonna get to that too.
6 years. Yep.
So I said, all right, okay, all right. So that you see the TikTok I sent y'all,
Yeah.
right? Will slaps him and walk away. Boom. Jada laughing.
She laughed when he said Will Smith just slapped the shit out of him.
Okay.
That's what she laughed.
She laughed.
So
Yeah.
I didn't see the camera.
Chris
angle. She
Rock
laughed.
was not the present. He was the presenter. He was not a host.
Yeah.
Right? He was not a host. So you telling me he's not back? Normally they're in the crowd.
Yes.
Normally they're in the crowd. So you telling me pre-production, red carpet, everybody going into the joint. At none of this time, we could have a conversation. At none of this time, you waited until that very moment till he hit the stage.
Until he said his joke.
Yeah, but he said his joke.
I didn't have a problem with you, my nigga, until you said the joke.
It wasn't even a bad. It was, bro. We do this all day on this pod. I'm telling you, I would say you look like a so and so character from a movie. We do this shit all day long. That ain't got nothing to do with no fucking alopecia.
Right.
G.I. Jane is an old ass. It was a terrible joke, by the way, and it was an old ass joke. That was just because the bitch been bald headed.
Yeah.
She been had short hair. She been bald headed. She just went straight RoboCop this year. So
She's had shorter hair.
So the G.I. Jane joke is not really talking about her having alopecia. That's not.
I think the whole reason for her having being a bald head though is for the alopecia.
Because I have alopecia. Like
Like I
two.
don't think she like shaded. Just be like, I'm cool.
I feel like being
If I
bald
walk
headed.
around, if I say, because I believe his brother, somebody said that Chris Rock wasn't aware that she had it. Okay, cool.
I wasn't.
I walk around and call a nigga Lil Bill any day. You bald headed, I'm calling you Lil Bill. That does not mean I'm saying it because you got alopecia.
But
How the two correlate?
if the
Because that's
purpose-
the only reason because she's bald is because she has alopecia. Like she didn't choose to be bald. Like I can see if she's like, you know what, my nigga, I want this fade. But she didn't want the fade. She had to get the fade.
Well, man, you gotta blame God at that point. But if I'm talking about, if I make a joke about your bald head, that does not mean I'm talking about your condition.
No, it does not.
That's two different things.
It was a far reach and an overreaction by them. In my opinion, I think it was just about the movie. Like I said, it was a stupid joke, but it was on.
The shit scripted anyway, bro.
Yeah, the joke was written.
So then I said, let me do some Googles, man. Let me do some Googles. And then, we gonna get into if it was real or not. But I said, let me get some Googles. And I went on Twitter and I'm like, I wonder why people keep saying this was the blackest Oscars ever.
Mm-hmm.
So then I Google it and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Tyler Perry Jr. is the fucking producer.
Will Packer.
Yo, time out, bro.
Why you call him Tyler
time
Perry
out,
Jr.?
bros.
Cause he do them type of movies too.
No, he don't.
Hey,
No, his movie
bro.
His movie's better than
his movies way better
than Tyler Perry's.
way better, bro.
What are Will Packer's movies?
Hold on,
Bro,
pick it up.
we finna hit you with something, bro.
The first time I see you say Tyler Perry Jr., I literally was like, damn, Tyler Perry got a kid?
No, bro.
So, Girls Trip,
Okay.
Ride Along, Night School, Almost Christmas, Think Like a Man, Little, Ride Along 2, Thinking Like a Man 2.
Hit him with that knowledge,
No
man.
Good Deed.
Hit him with that knowledge,
The
bro.
Photograph, Stomp the Yard, What Men Want. It's a lot.
A lot of black movies.
The Wedding Ringer.
The man with the
This
FAMU, bro.
Christmas,
The man from
yeah.
my hometown, St.
A
Petersburg, Florida, bro.
bunch of drama bitches.
Oh, now
a bunch of drama shit.
Straight Out
No,
of Compton.
comedy.
Comedy.
Straight Outta
Some
Compton.
shit.
If I'm gonna slap a nigga on TV, I'm doing it either when Tyler Perry producing it or Will Packer. Why would I not?
Why would you?
Because now, this is why I say the Oscars are the ultimate winner. Because who the fuck watches the Oscars in the first place?
Did you know?
And when in the history of the Oscars has this shit lasted this long?
Okay.
We didn't even know. I didn't even know that shit was on.
No, we didn't. We was at the house drinking.
How did the Oscars win though?
We're still talking about it.
Yeah.
The Oscars come and go. Like,
You're not tuning in next year because of it.
Yeah, but they're still getting those clicks now.
no. Don't get it twisted. They did very, very well. They've been doing well. They did well in 2016.
The
they did
Oscars?
not.
No,
so-
the Oscars been on the decline,
This
bro.
is the second worst Oscars ever. They keep reiterating that fact. Like this is the second worst.
The
viewing
Oscars
they've
go
ever had.
the viewing goes down every year.
number wise, I'm
Yes.
talking about straight the talk of the
Content.
town, straight content.
You're not talking about the Oscars. You have no clue what else happened at the Oscars outside of this 30 seconds. You have no clue what happened at the Oscars. You have no clue who won, other than the award he won, because that was part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Like he slapped the nigga, and then
I know Samuel Jackson got a participation trophy.
outside of that, you have no clue what happened at the Oscars.
Questlove won an Oscar.
You don't know who.
LeBron James won worst actor.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shaq and I think Steph Curry and Shaq won the Oscars.
They won for a documentary.
won
I
for
saw,
the
I saw that on E ESPN.
The most fucked up part of this, is it happened when my man's was bringing Questlove on.
Yes.
Summer Soul might be. No, I ain't even lying. That might be one of the greatest documentaries
Right.
ever.
Like that, Isaac?
Motherfucker was hard to make it through.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker was
That's
hard to
crazy.
make it
But he was pussy, man. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna go. Where you gonna start with this one? What are your feelings on it?
I really don't have any feelings about it because I feel like it was staged too. I mean, there's no establishment that you can go into and slap somebody, let alone the host, and then just go sit back in your seat. You're not getting escorted out.
Yes,
You're
he did it
not outside.
He still slapped the nigga in front of everybody.
But he wasn't. He wasn't inside an establishment. Like that just doesn't happen.
Lawsuit.
They don't do
They're
that.
still talking about pursuing a lawsuit.
The Oscars are not Chris Rock. The Oscars are speaking on suspending him or kicking him out the academy for good. Yeah.
I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, that's what.
But
they're talking on.
I just don't see them letting him walk up there freely, slap him, then go sit back down, then continue to sit there for the rest of the show, then receive an Oscar. Like, come on now.
So in my readings today, he was asked to leave, and he refused.
Oh, we gonna get to. We gonna get to.
I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun. I'm jumping the gun. I apologize.
But this is why his speech was a bunch of bullshit.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this shit was terrible. And niggas was quote tweeting it. Get that shit out of here. The nigga even came out and said, no, I wouldn't do that. Fucking Richard Williams is one of the most disrespected men in America. And for him to come out and say, nah, fam,
Yeah.
relax. Cause that was a terror. You're gonna use him to say you're gonna use him to say I'm protecting my family?
Right. Yeah.
I literally only saw the one
said
part of the
that?
speech.
Yeah, he tried to use that, and he tried to use the
said-
protect black women narrative.
Yeah,
get that shit out of here.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of trash.
So,
Get the fuck out of here.
So what about that part seems made up to you? That's why, like, we made this whole scenario to pitch this protect black women narrative out to the world. Like, what?
I just want to know how did he know he was going to predict? How did he predict that there was going to be chaos at the Oscars? Because they definitely posted that before they went. Him and
I don't know.
Jada.
What I'm saying is,
Celebrity
Ivan.
shit,
What
so I
I'm
don't
saying is,
it was what?
it goes to the bigger narrative. I think Will and Chris were pawns in the bigger scheme of things. You got Will Packer as the producer. You got the Oscars, who you say have been on the decline.
Mm-hmm.
This happened Sunday. Here we are, Wednesday. This show drops on Thursday, and it is still being talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what has happened, it is still being talked about. That has never happened.
It was an act of violence in a space where there's typically no violence. Like, of course it's going, and it's two huge stars. Two A-list
Skinny,
stars.
what does Kel? What does Kel tell us?
Everything is pro wrestling.
Everything is pro wrestling.
Everything is pro wrestling. I feel like it's staged anyway. Like I feel the same.
And
way.
it's okay to say we really got some. We they may have some issues, but as a fan of wrestling, I know that they will use your real life issues to create storylines.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it was staged. I don't think he was pussy though, but I just think it was staged.
Of course, you don't think that.
When I say
That's your boy.
the reason I say
That is my boy,
the
but I
reason
still
I say he
wouldn't
was
consider it
pussy.
pussy, though.
The reason I say he was pussy is because all of this has happened because of the woman that's sitting next to you.
Right.
All of this has happened. All of this has happened. It has started from that fucking show.
I don't know about that.
But let's just say she really did have alopecia though. And
No. I'm saying
she
before
definitely
that.
had
I'm
it.
saying before that. Look, we can throw that. We can throw that away. I'm talking about before that. All of this shit that's going people be saying about Will and be people saying about the family and what they got going on is because of that woman sitting next to him. Not nobody else. So how can you get mad at the world when the woman that's sitting next to you is giving the world all the motherfucking ammo?
So can you
I don't know if I
elaborate
agree
on
with
that? Like, what do you
I don't
mean?
agree with that either.
She's emasculating him on
The
her show.
world, the red table talk. I don't want to hear shit about them Kardashian bitches no more. The red table talk did more damage to his career than anybody.
He talked about a lot of this before the Red Table Talk came out. Like he talked about them splitting up. He talked about her being in a whole relationship while in the same house with him. He talked about a lot of it before the show even aired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It just was
When did he do that?
before the show aired.
Okay.
When he started talking about she finna go on Red Table Talk, he started talking
Okay,
about
so let's do this then, because I remember when Will Smith was quiet.
yeah.
I remember he was very quiet, and all of a sudden he pops up on social media, right? Mm-hmm. And then my first reaction was, oh, you stealing Kevin Hart swag. Kevin Hart was the transparent nigga. Every time you had an interview with Kevin Hart, every time he was in something, he's the nigga giving transparent stories, telling his life. That was Kevin Hart. And all of a sudden, nigga, you Dalai Lama?
Did he do that shit for his birthday though? Like it was like 1 year.
It was like for his 50th.
Like for his 50th birthday. Yeah. For his
Every
50th
time you
birthday.
see Will Smith now, he got something deep to say.
I'm saying he started that shit on his 50th birthday.
Like he's ramping up to it, right? Like
Because he skydived
right
off
around
like,
there.
He skydived off of like a fucking
I remember
hot air
that.
balloon or some
Yeah,
shit.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then he's been doing like motivational shit ever since
Yeah.
then.
That was Kevin Hart.
As soon as he got on social media, he started doing that. Like as soon as he started on social media, like that was his thing. Like my family's been quiet all this time. Like this is the moment that we come out. Like
Right.
as soon as he got on social media, he started saying shit like that.
Who was doing that?
I mean, I don't look at everything as like we doing it to be copycats. Like some people, like I don't look at that. Like I really, and Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart, my boy too. But
Oh, so you got a lot of bias in here.
but I never paid attention to like why you like. I don't think because you doing this, let me go do this. Like I don't. I never looked at it like
even
that.
when Kevin Hart was getting caught cheating. Remember when he got caught cheating in Las Vegas? He had stories. When he went on interviews, he always just had stories about what was going on, and then it went into his stand up.
Right.
Now all of a sudden your man's doing it.
He didn't do it though. Like that's your perspective is dead ass wrong because this didn't start with Jada Pinkett. This started with August Alsina.
Oh my fuck.
This started with August Alsina. What are you talking about?
The nigga went on a tour, a whole fucking tour because he was fucking your woman. He went on a whole press tour. He made a song.
Was anybody aware that this situation was a situation before August Alsina spoke up?
Okay, hold on. Let's do a timeline because I know I ain't forgot.
August
Your
Alsina
man-
came out
your
and said
man
he was
dropped
fucking
a-
Jada
your man
Pinkett, and
dropped
then
an
the red
interview.
table turned. Then the
Your
red
man
table
dropped
turned.
an interview.
Red
Your
Table
man
Talk
dropped
was
an
first.
interview. No, it wasn't.
Red
it
Table
was
Talk was already.
No, it
going on.
wasn't.
No, I'm saying
No.
Red Table Talk was already a show.
It was
It was already a show.
Will
It
Smith had talked
didn't
about it
get-
before the show.
it
Before
didn't
the
get-
show had ever aired.
He wasn't on Red. He wasn't.
just
Red,
never
no
said
one was
who.
watching that until August Alsina.
Okay.
You knew about the show, but they weren't talking about their relationship on that show at that
He
point.
had already spoke about their relationship before the
Who-
show
wh-
came
oh,
out.
Will? Will Smith? Okay.
But August
had already started
Alsina
talking
started
about-
for years though. It like years before.
He wasn't. He did the interview.
I don't know.
He did the interview with Angela Yee. That's how the shit came out. This
That
ain't
was-
had nothing to do with Will Smith.
What
This
year
ain't-
was that? I don't know.
This was right before.
Pandemic time?
No.
right before the red table talk.
Right before the Red Table Talk.
That's why they went on the red table talk to address what August Alsina said.
No, well, Red Table Talk was already a show.
Yes.
No, we're saying
yes.
red table talk was already a show. This
Will
conversation.
Smith talked about them being split up, her having a full relationship before the show had even started.
But we
It just
weren't
never
talking-
was the.
There
who.
were
talking about
always talks of them having a weird type of relationship.
An
There has
open
always been
relationship.
talks.
And being sweet.
Yeah.
When August Alsina broke the levees, no pun intended, is when
all of this started.
all of this shit started. That's when he got ramped up. He went on a whole press run. A whole press run. He did a song. He did all of this shit saying he was fucking with your woman.
Terrible
and
song,
then,
too.
terrible song.
Terrible song.
Insert Red Table Talk.
Well, they had to get in front of it. Try to get it. Well, not get in front of it.
And so I remember when Will Smith was trying to name it as it was, name it as it is, and then she hit him with the entanglement. And then he came back, and that's when she got attitude.
Yeah.
I remember. I see this. And then that's when we see the red eyes. We see Will with the red eyes and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. The meme
we
started.
see that.
Yeah, the meme
and that's when the people started to tear him down. And then the rest of this shit, at some point, she what was the sex shit that she was talking about? At some point, he wasn't pleasing her,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck she was doing. At that point, this is when now she's giving the world, she's giving people ammo.
I'm not disagreeing with that part of it, but you're saying she started it. This started with August Alsina. The side nigga jumped out of his spot.
No, what started it was them lying. They should have just came out and said we have an open marriage.
That's
Well,
not
guess what?
everybody's
Because-
business. That's not everybody's
No,
business.
it is.
But
When you are the
is,
product
though.
of the people, it is everybody's
No,
business.
it's not.
When you try to put on this
No, it ain't.
perfection, when you try to put on this perfection,
Y'all's
like
marriage.
you know everything, niggas is going as soon as fucking some shit leak out, y'all are done.
So look, no matter how much shit you put on this podcast, you and wifey, no matter what, y'all marriage is y'all's business. And shit that goes on in y'all bedroom, if y'all choose to put that out there to the world, that's what y'all choose. But some shit needs to remain private to
Fact.
you and your wife.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
And That's where they fucked up. They putting too many people. They're putting their notoriety and shit.
Well, they just
in the world.
But again, we're reacting though.
Yes, that's what they want.
We didn't just all of a sudden say, you know what, we should talk about our relationship. It's like, oh shit, somebody jumped outside of their position to bring what's going on in our bedroom and our relationship out to the rest of the world. Yeah. So to not let the narrative get away from it, you and I are going to talk about it. Yeah. But we didn't just sit up and say, you know what, we don't got no content. Ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. Fuck it, let's just talk about this. No, nigga, we're reacting. They weren't being proactive, they were reacting.
Yeah.
But if that's already out there, before you just don't know a who, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's already out there, if you already put it out there,
it's a huge difference.
That y'all had a problem, that y'all was damn near on the verge of breaking up. Will Smith was already talking about, he was crying and all that shit about, I just didn't want to have another failed marriage way before, right before the Red Table Talk, when they start speaking on like their promo to the Red Table Talk was this conversation.
I know you're a fan. I know you're
that's not a fan.
I know you're a fan of him.
This not about
the honest the God truth is nobody gave a fuck until a name was dropped.
I don't remember.
Okay, so say that though. But if I already put my business out there, and you just don't have a name, like you just didn't give a fuck, and now it's a name attached to it. Okay, cool. But I already gave y'all this business.
They never came out and said they had something
Will Smith
open.
he already said that. He said that they.
What to say? If I
he
come
said
out,
they was on a verge of a divorce.
Yes.
He did not want to have another divorce, so he basically was telling her like, you just live there. You can do what you want to do. Let's just stay in the same house, because he didn't want to go through what he went through with his first wife.
Yeah.
He already had that conversation. That was the press. That was a part of the press run to when they was first going to have the Red Table Talk.
Skinny. The difference is that is very vague. That's a very PR marketing media train type of answer.
Because there's no names.
When a man comes out and say,
I'm fucking your wife.
I'm fucking your wife. She took advantage of me. Those are totally it's two totally different attention spans.
And it's a name we know. This is somebody who was famous aside from them. This ain't August Alsina, the clerk at 7-Eleven.
Have y'all ever?
This is August Alsina, the famous singer.
I understand. Like I said, I understand all that. But if I already put the business out there and you just don't have a name attached to me, like I already know this. Like y'all just now found this out. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already said that we went through turmoil, whatever the fuck the word is. We went through all that shit.
Nigga put 2 L's.
Yeah. So I'm already saying we went through all of this, and now y'all have a name attached. You know what I'm saying? But I'm already saying we went through this.
That's not what Will said on this press run and what August Alsina said are two different things. It brings two different attention spans.
Because now I get to give you the inside of what he said, but I still said that. If you say wifey had an affair on me, whatever, we was going through all this shit, and there's no name attached, and then some nigga just pop up and say, I was the nigga.
But now you're moving the goalpost a little bit. Will never said she had any outside.
He said he did. He said she had a full relationship.
Yeah, and he definitely said he had some stuff on the side too. He said he did. Yes.
But they had an open marriage. Like that was a known thing.
They never came out and
that really was a known thing though. Like
that was the worst kept secret in Hollywood.
So exactly.
They never
acknowledged it. They never acknowledged it to that Red Table Talk stuff until that stuff started coming out.
But the thing is like you said, they were trying to preserve perfection.
This is a fact.
So with them coming out, I know you guys said they don't have to say that they have an open relationship. It's their marriage. It belongs to them. However, if you have this huge thing over your head, it's already out there. Why not just come out and say, hey, we don't have a traditional marriage. We decided that we wanted to have an open marriage. She's seeing somebody. I saw somebody too. And then there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about at that point.
She's always talking about. They
lied and made it seem like she just had an affair and that it wasn't an open thing. That man was all up in their house taking pictures with them.
With the kids.
They tried to do
I was the homeboy first.
Yeah.
Before I was the lover, I was the home. This is my homeboy.
But prior to that, he said we had to find ways to we had to figure out that we have to be happy separately.
Yeah.
Before we could be happy. Like they had already said, like we had completely separated. Mm-hmm. Like we was doing our own thing. So they come together once a year to do something that you like and something that I like, because everything was seeming forced. Like Jada was starting to feel like I have to do everything for you. Like I didn't put my life on hold for you. Like that had already came out prior to the Red Table Talk.
Which is not true, because she tried that music shit and
failed horribly.
If you coming out week in and week out and saying you always, it's all about healing. You always bringing somebody on so you can help them towards their healing journey. Y'all putting on this mask of perfection. The moment some shit leaks out, the game changes.
Yeah.
You could easily be transparent. You could have an open marriage. Y'all could be doing all of this and still maintain truth into who y'all are.
And people-
y'all did not do that.
No.
So this is all y'all fault. And so why I feel like Will is pussy is because of your woman's actions, we are here. And everybody has something to say about that situation. Everybody. And you wait until the most non-threatening motherfucker say a terrible joke to now all of a sudden want to put your fucking hero cape on and go slap him? That's some whole ass shit.
So you putting the blame on Jada for Will getting up there smacking him?
Yes, because I always say, man,
I disagree.
there's a lot of men that I know that are either not here or locked up behind a bitch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of them.
Okay.
And this is her doing. So
But I control myself.
But if your woman, no. This is husband and wife now. This is husband and wife.
Doesn't matter.
If
I
your
control
woman
myself.
keeps putting you if your woman keeps putting you in positions to have to continuously defend or feel like you got to defend her
then I got
because of the shit that she's giving people, at some point you got to look to the side and be like, hey man, come on fam.
Then you got to be man enough to tell her, you know what? I'm done with your shit. You got to be man enough to say, you know what? I can't do this with you no more.
So you wait. So you wait until even if this is real. So you wait until the littlest nigga, a fucking comedian, say some shit to be like, okay, let me put my hero cape on now.
That's why I say you can't put this on
Fuck
Jada.
outta that's pussy
you
as
have
fuck,
to put
nigga.
this on him.
Go whoop somebody out there really has something to say.
First of all, how much of this shit that's been said about them has been said to his face? This is the first nigga I done seen that said it to his face.
That's pussy, man.
How's it pussy?
That's pussy.
We talk.
You wait until the least threatening nigga.
Because
Everybody, skinny.
you the first
Everybody.
nigga said it to
We
my
in
face,
Las
though.
Vegas. We in Las Vegas. Everybody.
nigga said it to my
We in
face.
Las Vegas. We in Las Vegas. And wifey is dogging me out. Everybody know. We know a bunch of bitches like that. Wifey is dogging me out. Whether she's
a bunch of bitches. This is
hold on.
wild
Wait. Whether
today.
she's fucking a bunch of fucking a
wild.
bunch of niggas or she's pillow talking to a bunch of niggas.
Right.
They all looking at me stupid, right? And I know they looking at me stupid. But I wait until I see a nigga that I know I can whoop out, and I whoop him out, taking it out on the niggas that I'm scared of.
Is he the first nigga that said it to your face, or is all these niggas talking about how you when you ain't in the room?
That shit, nigga. Nigga. A lot of us.
You
be like,
stuttering.
hey,
Answer the
but
question.
No, a lot of us would be like, hey, my nigga, your woman, nigga, that.
But I would say he has pent up aggression, right? But we can't put him getting up slapping on Jada. Okay, that's like saying
It was definitely on Jada.
But that's like saying a girl cussing you, I cussing you out. Oh, she made me smack. She made me slap her. She made me punch her.
Okay, Corey.
That's the same shit.
Okay, Corey.
That woman didn't make you punch her.
If we're not gonna put it on Jada, then we have to assume that Jada sat there silent and Will felt like
He had to.
I had to protect my woman, which is worse. Because now, are you telling me? Am I taking my wife's voice away and say she can't take a joke? Mm-hmm. Without her even saying nothing, I feel like she can't laugh. I immediately got to get up and protect her. Okay. Now I'm taking her voice away. What if that was funny to her?
Okay.
If it's funny to her, do you think we be having this conversation right now?
I think if it's not staged, I think his embarrassment made him walk on stage because he did laugh. You know
He
what I'm
laughed.
saying? And then when he looked to her, she rolled in her eyes.
he
I think his
definitely
embarrassment was like, oh shit, I got to get up and do
I ain't rolling
something.
with that either.
I think that if it's not staged,
But
that's how I
again,
feel.
all this shit is fake, bro. All this shit is
I
fake.
do.
I don't think he was getting up.
All
I know for a fact that a nigga has told you a joke that you didn't find funny, but because this nigga's in your face, you might be like, that's crazy.
No, it wasn't them type of laughs.
G.I.
though.
Jane
Like,
wasn't
he
even
laughed.
ugly, bros.
And even
Had nothing to
after
do with
She
it.
was in the middle of the prime
Yeah, it was
during
great.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah, Jane was a great ass movie.
If you have a bald fucking head, if a woman has a bald head, she is going to get a G.I. Jane joke, bros.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What's the purpose though?
Why she got a bald head? Yeah, no. Why she got a bald head?
What's the purpose of her having a bald head? If it's cancer, is it like, okay, we understand now? If it's cancer, do we understand now?
If I'm a comedian,
Do it have to be a more serious
if I'm a
disease for her to have a bald head?
comedian, if I'm a comedian or I'm a writer. So that means the only award show that I watch today is the ESPYs. And every time there's a host at the ESPYs, he or she immediately comes out and is roasting everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is at every award show.
Absolutely.
So are we saying now, okay, well,
They're not picking on cancer patients.
KD got to
They're not picking on cancer patients.
KD got the tennis ball in the back of his head, the tennis racket, all the holes and shit. I'm gonna talk about him. We talk about LeBron James' hairline like it ain't shit.
Are you talking about Savannah though? If Savannah showed with a bald head, are you cracking this ball?
Come on, man.
Ask you the question. You tap dancing.
What you doing is
no.
What you doing is you
direct
trying
question.
to, no. What you trying to do is you trying to turn this into the protect black woman narrative.
I'm asking you
and
a question.
everybody is when you are a product of the people, everybody can get these fucking jokes.
That's irresponsible.
Period.
That's irresponsible.
So you can't bag on a woman? You do it week in and week out. So a nigga come up here and steal on you?
If I see a woman with a bald head and I don't know that she shaved it herself for her own reasons, no, I'm not cracking no jokes. Because I don't know why your head is bald.
Super capping, bro.
Where's the line drawn though, Ivan? A comedian can't be a comedian no more?
Yes. You can be a comedian.
Okay.
Are we picking on people with cancer, bro?
I'm asking.
Like, are we picking on people with cancer, bro?
Am I Larry David?
Is there no line? It's because you put on your job application. I'm a comedian. Everything there's no holds barred. I can make fun of whatever, whenever.
There is
It's a G.I. fucking Jane joke, and we
That's
gonna
not the
sit up
question.
here and
That's
act
not the
like
question.
that was the reason
You're
why
tap
he really,
dan- you're
really
ta-
snapped.
you're tap dancing.
This is what we gonna do.
You're
This is
tap
how we
dancing.
gonna act
You're
in this
tap
room.
dancing. You're
That he
tap
really, really snapped because of a fucking G.I. Jane
You're
joke.
tap dancing.
So is there a line? Right?
You would think so.
You would think so.
You would think there's a line.
You would
Like
think there's definitely a line, right? And I will agree with you that you don't make fun of cancer patients. There's certain diseases. Okay, I get it. You don't make fun of certain diseases and stuff like that. We have to ask our questions. Let's get back to what Chris Rock did.
okay.
Did he know she had alopecia?
I have no clue.
So you assume?
I don't know.
If he did not know, there is nothing wrong with the joke.
Okay, Corey. Let me add on to that. We sit here and we talk about music all the time, right? We don't give a fuck what an artist is going through. I always say I like my artists on the brink of death. They make the best music. We don't give a fuck what an artist is going through. The moment you release that into the universe, it is what it is.
Mary J's best music, she was getting the ass whooped.
The moment you release that, the moment you put that into the universe, the way that people take it is that has nothing to do with you anymore.
How they receive it.
So
Yeah.
how they receive it has nothing to do with you.
Kenny?
I said we legit just cracked jokes about a paraplegic.
I know he did.
Yeah.
And the little arm.
Yeah.
The basketball player with the little arm.
Yeah.
That was this man.
And
so
Ivan started it too.
let's do this.
Buckets, boy.
Let's do this.
I'll tear his ass up.
Let's do this. So let's do this. Let's say this. When a person releases an album into the universe, they have no control over how the people take it. Right? Jada herself is the product of the people. Without the people, she is nothing. That is the truth. They're all products of the people. Now, I watched the video of her talking about her alopecia and shit. Mm-hmm. And she was laughing and she was making little jokes about it too. And then she was like, at this point, all I can do is laugh about it. And this is where I put it on Instagram. So when you say that, and then the first joke you hear in person, this came out your mouth. The first joke you hear in person, you and your husband are taking it to now I'm ready to slap a nigga.
Right.
Because they it wasn't even about alopecia. If I wanted to say alopecia, I'd have been like, look, I don't know. I'd have say something about some hair pills or something.
Yeah. Where your wig at? Something. Yeah.
Something. G.I. Jane, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it matters the joke. Like whatever the joke was, I don't have to take it. Like they can take it however they want to take it. No matter how we talk about people, we come on here, we can bag on whoever the fuck we want, talk about whoever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
We cannot choose how they react when they see us in public.
That is a fucking fact. And we talk about
a fact.
We talk about niggas all day, and we can't sit here and say because this is a comedy podcast. Because we thought every time we shoot a nigga, that's the first thing we say. This is a comedy podcast.
This is a comedy podcast.
A nigga that hears his name on this podcast or hear a reference to himself or herself on this podcast, they not gonna
See, I'm not rolling at all. You was there and wifey was there. The moment I seen a nigga that I knew I talked about, I went to him. I ain't playing them games at all.
Right.
I can sit up here and I can joke.
Why did you go to him though? You went to him because he had an adverse reaction to what was posted.
Oh, then what's up?
Okay, but if he hadn't said nothing, you wouldn't have went to him.
No,
and been like,
we ain't doing that. I'm not even giving the nigga a chance to walk up on me.
But if he hadn't reacted the way he reacted, would you have walked up to him and just be like, I want to check the temperature? No, you'd have been like, the joke was cool because he.
Well, if I know, because everybody keep talking about this 2016 shit, right? So if I know you got smoked in, I ain't even. As soon as I see you, fam, we gotta have a discussion. I'm not waiting until the end of the show when Ivan got his legs up to now look around so this nigga can sneak me. I'm not doing that. The moment I see you and I know there's some smoke, I'm not saying I got the best. I'm not saying I got the best hands. I'm not saying I'm the most raw nigga. I ain't doing none of that. But if I know you got smoke for me and I see you, we gonna have a conversation.
Right.
What if you don't know there's smoke? What if you don't know it's smoke? Because I would assume.
Well, first of all,
I would assume if I know you have smoke for me, I'm not going.
First of all, I'm a nigga with PTSD, and I'm not gonna put their business out there. But they are in the line of work. Both y'all not letting somebody just walk up to y'all.
No.
In that fashion. What world are we in?
You just said also that you read that this man has.
Yes.
He has a condition where he's not aware of
It's called nonverbal learning disorder.
Wait, get the
So
fuck.
what are we?
What are
we talking about?
And it's the article came.
One plus one is two all day.
And the article came out in 2020, so it just ain't come out today. It came out.
Yeah. He got it was some other shit though, because he was talking about a woman. Like he could not. He had trouble dating her. He had issues dating because he couldn't tell the telltale signs that a woman was into him or she wanted to have sex with him.
Yeah.
Shit like that. If a nigga come up to me and it ain't no body language, you can see when a nigga getting ready to move his hand. You could do something. You could do.
His fist wasn't ball. His hand wasn't cocked back. He walked up.
He definitely walked in a non-threatening ass manner.
Yeah.
He did.
Real cool, real smooth.
And I got my hands behind my back and my
But
chin.
what is he walking up here for? That's my question. Like, this is not a part of the show.
So
Why
if
are you
we
walking
don't-
up here?
If we don't think
Because
it
it
was
is a
staged.
part of the show because it was all scripted.
So if it was not scripted,
Exactly.
I felt that Chris maybe thought he was coming up to whisper something in his ear. It's like, or maybe that, hey man, don't talk about my wife.
Nigga,
shit.
we are
So
living in
something
that
that
on
couldn't-
fucking stage.
That's what I'm
agree
saying.
with you.
Something that
I
couldn't
agree.
wait until
This is the
afterwards.
fucking Matrix. We all.
Will would have been better off just saying, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. What he said after the slap, from his chair, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. He could have just said that shit right then and there, and it'd been done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then the other part was, I was seeing comedians saying that they were traumatized. And
Amy Schumer.
We're dealing with the internet.
Jim Carrey.
We're dealing with the internet, so nobody likes to look back. But just a couple weeks ago, somebody walked on stage and threatened to shoot Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, I saw that. Yes.
During he's doing the sets and shit
Yeah.
now. So
No, he wasn't
Mike
even doing
Tyson
stand
Mike Tyson
up.
wasn't on
He wasn't doing
stage?
stand up.
Mike Tyson was just there.
sitting down.
Tyson was just there.
I thought he was on stage. He was on stage doing
dude
something.
came up to Mike Tyson was like, "Yo, I want to smoke. I want to fight your ass."
Yeah.
Oh,
and then he
shit.
pulled out his gun.
Okay.
They tried to get him out of there. He pulled out his gun, and
Yeah.
they wrestled his ass up and got him out of there.
No. Mike Tyson hugged that nigga. Mike Tyson hugged that nigga,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm saying, yeah, they got his ass up out of there.
Okay.
He said, "Bitch, nigga."
Then I'll retract that. But what I will say is that I will call myself a fan of comedy.
Okay.
Right? I know Chris Rock and Will Smith are comedians in the comedic lane. I really didn't care too much for their stand-ups or their comedy. They were, to me, in my opinion,
They don't have no stand up.
his comedy.
Oh, okay.
Their
His
stand-ups
movies.
or the comedy. I didn't really care too much about both of them because I
wasn't funny.
no. To me, in my opinion, the comedy that I like and the way I approach life, I see Will and Chris Rock as safe blacks.
Yep.
Especially Chris Rock.
They're safe blacks to me.
Well, especially Will too. Both of them.
Both of them super safe blacks.
I'm gonna say Chris Rock is a little bit
Chris
more
Rock
than him because
in his lane of work.
it's hard to he's hard to stomach for me.
Okay.
I can't even.
I don't really think a lot of black people like Chris Rock. We really care for his comedy. Like you gotta be kind of on that whitewash shit to like his comedy.
Bigger and Blacker
Yeah.
was cool. Bigger and Blacker.
That was his
That was
only,
young
only
Chris.
good. That was young Chris. That was his only good stand up.
Now nobody fuck with Chris Rock. Like none of his movies. Like nothing.
I'll tell you,
Like Head of State was funny.
Yeah, the last TV show he did was great, but he was not in the comedy role.
The last time I liked him,
Fargo
was dope.
Fargo was good.
Fargo
Top
was
five?
dope.
No.
the only movie I liked him in was New Jack City. That's it.
Head of State was hilarious.
That's right.
And then I'm sitting there, 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 and I'm like, and then I'm sitting there, I'm scrolling on Twitter and shit, and everybody wants to bring up the documentary Good Hair. I immediately go back and was like, oh, none of you niggas watch this.
He was making fun of.
I watched it with my children.
His brother brought that up. His brother brought that to the table.
No. Before that, they was already on that, and then his brother did.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I watched this with my daughters. I watched this with my children. He is joking in it.
Yes.
He is making hair jokes in it. This ain't just no documentary on your beautiful natural hair. It's not that type of. It's not that.
But I think the point was still sort of the same.
But he's a comedian, so he's doing his job as a comedian to bring light to a situation.
To bring light to a situation, but I don't think that took away from the seriousness of what he was talking about. So
I like No Sex in the Champagne Room.
And you just keep going.
No sex in the champagne.
But
no sex in the champagne room.
great. So as a comedian, and I kind of I formed the way that I speak around that because I am a fan of comedy. The best comedy to me is the real, raw, raunchy comedy.
Okay. Dark shit.
I do not like the safe shit. That's why I really can't get jiggy with Kevin Hart like that.
Okay.
I don't like safe comedians. So
you're an early Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Robin Harris,
yes,
them guys. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so what I see now is, and Tiffany Haddish kind of surprised me, but then I sat back and then I said, I felt like Tiffany Haddish was projecting. To this day, I don't give a fuck how hood she tried to make herself feel. She's just not.
She's so corny, bro.
It's not.
It's too much.
She's so corny.
It's not translating. The black community just ain't fucking with her like that.
She's so corny.
You know what I'm saying? So when I see this, I can understand why people are saying this is kind of traumatizing because people still do comedy in a real way. I know we like the Kevin Harts and all of that. I know we like to see the finished product.
Right.
When they on their tours and all that shit. But that all starts to this day, that all starts in small comedy sellers. Kevin Hart he just took a picture and won now. And you keep going and keep going and keep going until you have a full set. And then that's when you're ready for prime time. So they all still in like little comedy sellers. So if they was to say something and a motherfucker get mad about it, I make a sex joke about somebody. No, I'm not gonna say me, but a woman make a sex joke about a nigga having a small penis. Is the person with a small penis in the fucking room gonna get mad and try to walk up on stage because I offended them?
Okay, but hold on. Is that joke directed towards that person?
Okay.
One. I am talking about you, small.
If I'm talking about small penises, that's one thing. If I'm talking about the nigga with the plaid shirt with the brown khakis on,
got a small dick.
Got a small dick.
That's a big difference.
Okay. So if we're gonna use that, then when we talk about, I know the most prevalent is like the original Kings of Comedy with Steve Harvey. When you talk about today, when you talk about the 85 South show, both of those shows started with them clowning people in the audience.
Yes.
It starts with them clowning people in the audience.
Even put the nigga jacket on.
It's called crowd participation.
Yeah.
So now if I clown on a nigga and now all of a sudden he gets upset because something I said offended him and he tries to come on that stage, now the floodgates are open.
But
I feel like people go to those kind of shows expecting that kind of shit, though.
That's why you don't sit in the front.
Yeah, you don't. I'm pretty sure no one goes to the Oscars expecting that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Even when you go to
a show expecting that kind of.
Fact. Even when you go to them shows, they had the security guards in front of the stage most of the time. They had security guards on both sides.
So if I'm Chris Rock, I'm suing everybody. And I know he's not going. I know he's not going to do it because he has a bunch of material. Like his tickets, they skyrocketed. Skyrocketed on who going to see Chris Rock, fam?
Yeah.
His tickets have skyrocketed. Right. I think they didn't raise the price because they didn't.
I think
they sold so much.
The resellers.
So he's going to use it. He's going to use it as for routine purposes.
It's fuel.
But if I'm him, I'm suing. I'm suing. I'm suing the venue. I'm suing.
What is the purpose of him suing? What does he?
I'm on the stage.
Besides money, what does he get?
I'm on the stage to present an award.
Okay, that seems pussy. That seems pussy.
It is, nigga. That you slap me. That's pussy.
But what does he get?
Go
at the
fight
end of the
Uncle
day
Murder, nigga.
At the end of the day, what does suing do for Chris Rock? He don't need no more money. What does suing do?
And I was getting my money, nigga.
I mean, for PR,
I'm just saying.
PR purposes, is pussy.
Okay.
But if I'm here to present an award that has nothing to do with the Smiths, I'm here to present an award. I'm not hosting.
Yeah.
I'm presenting an award, and I get assaulted on fucking stage for the world to fucking see. Nigga, I'm suing everybody.
So he wasn't the host?
No.
Damn, that's sad. I didn't know nothing about
It was
nobody did.
Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes was their host.
He was
Wow.
presenting Questlove his award for that documentary.
Jeez, okay.
That's why I think it was
Wow.
more of a setup. Like that's why I feel like it was staged. But if it wasn't,
all
I
staged.
don't feel nobody. I don't feel like Will Smith was pussy if it wasn't. Just on the strength of, like I say, you can't tell me how to react to whatever the fuck you say.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
And then I heard
agree
this.
with that.
And then I heard this on
You can't control anybody's reaction.
I heard this
Yeah.
on Joe Budden earlier, and he said if I'm on Will Smith's side, I'm firing everybody.
What
Like your PR, your PR and your team are supposed to. They should have been on top of this already. They know this man is there. They should have known that man would be there.
Chris
So
Rock,
they shouldn't put It was like they shouldn't have put Will in that position in the first place.
because of a joke from 6 years ago.
2016 was a little pussy to me. And the reason
What happened in 2016?
Yeah,
That shit was
let's
somebody-
elaborate on
Okay,
that.
so what happened in 2016 is when they had with the killings and all of that shit.
Boycott the Oscars.
Jada-
The Oscars so white.
And who was the
Okay.
head? Who was the head of it?
Chris Rock was the host, right?
No, who was the head of that movement?
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Exactly.
Or-
So,
Okay.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Of
course-
and then
of
they
course-
came and sat in the front?
It was Jada.
Jada was the front of that movement.
Okay.
So, Chris Rock was the host. Now he's the host of that. So his opening monologue, what do you think he's going to joke about?
Jada Pinkett.
He referenced the boycott in the monologue.
In the opening monologue. So you telling me you held that smoke for 7 years?
I don't think they held that smoke. I don't think that has anything to do with that.
And then you
Thank you.
I don't think that has anything to do with that.
At all.
So why everybody kept bringing up 2016?
Right.
That's my thing. Hey, whoa.
Everybody's a detective on social media. You know that?
Yeah.
Because now the conversation ain't even about Will. It's about all the other people, all the other celebrities who have spoken up. I didn't see so much dirt on other celebrities.
Ooh, Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey,
Boy.
Judd Apatow, Zoe. I seen Zoe Kravitz getting smoked.
But that just
today.
happened. That just happened with my mans. That just happened with my mans. Joe Rogan. When the shit came out, when Joe Rogan was saying this shit, and then I think it was The Rock and some other people came. Oh, hold on, partner. Let me drop this shit. That's the point
That's
when
what
I
social media
say
does.
watch what the fuck. Stand on the shit that you say.
Right.
Because you try to come out on some other shit. Oh, let me drop this. Let me drop this. I ain't gonna never look. I'm not from narratives. I move the way I move, but I'm never gonna be on some because this is the prevalent one. I'm never gonna be on some protect black women shit if I don't really mean it.
Okay.
Because if somebody gonna pull the tape back.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to change who you are or who you were because you said I said this in 2012. So now because I said this in 2012, 2022, I have to still be
Because
that
you
person.
seen it. No, because you seen it. You seen it yourself. And I showed wifey yesterday. And this is the reason I was combating your argument about even if Chris Rock did or didn't know. Because they pulled up an old Will Smith clip on the Arsenio Hall.
shit.
So
30 years
he
ago?
did not know. He may or may have not known that this man had alopecia.
Did they
But
even
he's
say he
talking
had
about his
alopecia?
motherfucking head.
Did they even say that man had alopecia? Or
You just made my point.
how did I make
The
your
man
point?
may have said he had alopecia. And
Did that man say that?
The man may have said he had alopecia and Will didn't hear it or did not know.
Was the man like
Just like Jada could have said, Jada said she had alopecia, and Will could have been like, and Chris Rock could have been like, I don't know.
And if somebody
I didn't know.
and if somebody that was with that man at the Arsenio Hall show was like, nigga, you out of line because this man has alopecia, I would expect Will 30 years ago to be like, you know what, I didn't know that. I apologize. My fault. I apologize. I didn't mean to disrespect him. I didn't know that was the case.
Okay.
All right.
I would hope as a decent human being, I didn't mean to make fun of that. I apologize. My fault.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because I feel like, especially being a woman, if you're suffering, with like a medical condition and you're feeling insecure about it, like that's something that you would normally hide. Like she's out here in the world trying to spread awareness about alopecia, and she's out here with her bald head. So it's like I would think that she would be able to take a joke. Like I wouldn't think that it would be something that my husband would need to get up and go and smack somebody behind it.
Would
like
you ever
that.
let Spence get up?
No.
Would you?
No, I would be like, what are you doing? I'm grabbing your arm. What are you doing?
Okay.
Do you not know where we at? I'm not going to let him just walk up on the stage.
If we God, please no. But if we ever got that, if we ever got that big, I would never, if we ever got that big and we already now, but we ever really became products of the people, we are no longer in control of that when we go out into the public.
That's kind of what he said during the speech, though. Like, well, what we do, this is what people disrespect us. We got to, we have to take all of this shit.
Yeah, but he never really took, it was the way when he said the speech, it was what he was using and his justification for it that made
He did
that
not take
speech
responsibility
trash.
right then and there for that shit at all.
He apologized.
No, apologizing does not take responsibility.
Apologize to everybody but Chris.
Right. You're not taking responsibility. Just because I apologize don't mean I'm taking responsibility for that shit. For what I did.
Maybe I don't feel sorry.
To me, all of
They
that
don't feel
is just
sorry
more of like why it was staged, like because of what he said when he got up on stage and he accepted his Oscar. It's not no different than what he said when he was talking about King Richard, when they was doing the rollout for the movie.
Yeah.
When he was talking about the girls and because of what's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and give them extra money because we don't have the movie theaters, and speaking on protecting them. Like, it's the same conversation over and over. It's the same conversation when shit first started coming out about Jada, about the whole family and all that. He was still saying the same shit. Like,
Okay.
We have to just take this. Like, because we celebrities, we have to just take this. So that's why it seemed more staged to me.
Okay.
Because it
Or maybe,
was a consistent conversation.
again, they tried to take on, in my opinion, the Kevin Hart method of transparency, and Jada was all for it, and Will honestly was not. He could not handle it.
He's always been a private person, though. Even before his marriage with Jada, you never really heard no stuff like
So
that.
full circle, who at the end of the day, who do you got to look at for what's being done to you?
For me, that makes more sense.
Now,
That makes more sense.
I don't disagree with you on that. He needs to look at his wife, but he needs to be man enough to say, you know what? You're making me into somebody that I am not. And I don't like it. And if he doesn't like that, then he needs to exit from that relationship, no matter how bad it's going to hurt. You need to exit from that relationship.
He already said how scared he is of that, but like with Spence saying that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because even when he started coming out, it wasn't. Even when he started being more open.
Yeah,
like you could tell this is Jada's turn to take over this relationship now. Like, I dealt with all your bullshit. Now it's my turn to take over, and then he started being more open. And like Spence said, like he wasn't ready for everything that was going to come forward. Like you can't plan what's going to happen after you decide to be open on your relationship and life. Like, you can't plan how nobody else is going to react to it. Like, especially when you're in the world of entertainment, like these jokes is going to come from everywhere.
Right.
They're not going to just come from a Chris Rock. They're going to come from everywhere. Everybody's giving you these
This
jokes.
shit is, if he thought,
everybody's giving you these jokes.
if he thought,
your son been a joke, your daughter been a joke,
Right.
your wife, like everybody is getting jokes.
if he thought for a slight second, I felt like Will felt accepted.
What do you mean?
After the incident, you see him getting jiggy with it. You see, the little
Him and Samuel
the little
dapped up
tweets,
real hard.
The little tweets. I think he said something else on. I don't know if he tweeted it or if it was on Instagram where he's like, "You can't take a Philly and you can't take a Philly man and a Baltimore woman nowhere." Some shit like that. He said. For a slight second, he felt accepted, in my opinion. He's really the victim. He's really the victim.
He's took a lot of ridicule over his whole career, his rap career, his acting career, as the safe guy. As the safe guy.
Nobody's fucking with the first person
like
that.
if this is wrestling, this is Hulk Hogan. I was the man of this shit forever, and now with NWA, now I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I think that's the turn that he's taking now. Like,
Okay.
now he's steady put himself as the bad guy now. Like,
That's
now
right.
I'm trying everything now.
But if you say that though, I feel like he's LeBron in Miami. Like you taking on that moniker, but that ain't really you.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. Some shit you just can't.
I think he
Some
just
shoes
felt-
you ain't able
I
to
think he
feel.
just felt good. Like, you know what? I've
good
been
doing
I've been taking these jokes over the internet for the last 2 years, and for a millisecond, I got some of that pride back.
Hey,
I got
love,
some of
can
that
you
dignity
hand clap Ivan? He's telling y'all everything y'all want to hear. I made some hand claps.
back. I feel amazing. I can't slap everybody on the internet, but
You
know
slap
what?
Chris Rock.
Yeah, you hear.
Whole ass nigga.
You
Chris
hear.
Rock is the internet.
Chris Rock is the internet. You're the internet.
Okay, skinny.
You're the internet. You're everybody who's had something to say.
No smoke for
This is-
Uncle
if
Murder.
any of you were him-
No smoke for 50 Cent.
When have I seen? Have they
What
said
did
it in
50
front of
Cent
me?
say?
These people though.
Have I seen
50
these
Cent
people?
stay clowning them.
Did
Have I
Uncle
seen
Murder
him?
just apologize for putting Will?
Who
After
is
the
Uncle
slap.
Murder?
After the slap.
Uncle Murder could have been sitting in the audience right next to Will Smith, and we wouldn't know who the fuck Uncle Murder is. Why do you keep
Facts.
bringing Uncle Murder up?
I'm just.
This is a no. Uncle
Chris
Murder,
Rock and Skinny the same size, bro.
Uncle Murder could write a million raps.
Will
and
Smith
nobody
is like,
would know
what, 6'3",
who the fuck
6'4"?
Uncle Murder is. Why do you keep bringing him up? He's
Come
not
on, man, that's some
relevant.
whole ass shit, bro. You know, I'm not. There is no consequences here. We in this building. He can't shoot me. This man holds no threat to me whatsoever, and he's super, super small. That's some whole ass shit
I like the way.
from a fighting standpoint.
Because it was scripted. That's
Listen.
I mean,
I agree
the
with
man
that.
slapped the man and didn't even turn around. Like he slapped him and just and walked off.
He turned around and he chuckled. Like
I
his
ain't-
face chuckled. Like I didn't watch it 1,000
Fixing
times.
his
I'm
suit and shit.
Ain't no nigga ever slapped a nigga.
John
and
3000 and Nisha Pussy So Good. And Young Al Bundy and Skinny 777 and Code 7 and
Who is
View.
Nisha Pussy So Good?
When I slap, this is for all of you motherfuckers.
Who is Nisha Pussy so
Right,
good?
who is that?
On Twitter, Nisha Pussy So Good. You
So
ain't seen
what's
it?
what's about to happen?
Gotta follow that page.
Where
So
the
what's
people
about
are?
what's about to happen?
Is that one end?
What's about to happen is all the comedians have come out now.
Oh God.
So now the shit finna be tenfold.
Come out their hiding spots.
It's finna be tenfold now.
Is they gonna start doing like better? Like start doing?
They coming out in droves.
Does anyone even care about Kanye
Oh, that's
West
good
anymore?
though. Like that. Like this is what we needed then.
Does anyone even care about Kanye
This is
West
what we
anymore?
needed. Like
No.
comedians been safe as fuck for like the last.
Y'all
5
are
years,
welcome.
like-
Y'all are welcome because a lot of you niggas was
Any day now,
trying to figure out how to be PC and still survive in what y'all
any
do.
day now, a comedian gonna come out and say Jada went bald so she can remind Will of the niggas he been with.
Probably.
Hilarious.
It'll get old
Any
fast.
day now, it's gonna be
The news
it's gonna be
the news
equivalent
cycle will be
of
over.
her getting her bald and him fucking with men's.
Watch.
That's coming back out.
All of
That's
y'all,
gonna-
all of
that's
y'all don't
gonna
have the kind of
resurface.
platform I even need to address y'all. Like if I even address y'all, I'll be helping y'all out. What am I doing that for? Chris Rock is Chris Rock. There's a difference between talking to Chris Rock and talking to a nigga who's you still working on your 10-minute set at the Laugh Factory. What would I slap you for?
Right.
That would do absolutely nothing for me. Chris Rock can afford to get slapped and not sue because it's Chris Rock and he has the bag.
I heard a comedian say he was well prepared for the King Richard role because he slept with a tennis ball every night.
That's a good one. I see you working on your material, huh?
Nah, that wasn't me. That was from a comedian. I'm saying it's gonna come out, bro. Like it's gonna come out tenfold.
It'll get
He
old
don't
fast.
have
It'll get old fast.
what?
It'll get old
What
fast.
you crazy as a motherfucker?
It'll get old fast. for one.
Everybody's finna say
Because now everybody wants. I want Will Smith's attention. Like, oh, this is what gets your attention.
it's not even about Will Smith's attention. Will Smith is Tupac to me. Everybody's using the nigga.
Yeah,
That's sad.
you need. You
Everybody's using
We
the
need
nigga.
you for material.
It ain't never been about Will Smith. Will Smith is gonna be the one to get punched on.
Well, we know it's about to happen.
Why? Because
Something-
a no name nigga doing a 10-minute set at the hookah lounge said a joke. You can have it, brother. I'm still gonna be Will Smith when I leave here.
Oh, you posted something today. A week or two from now, maybe a month from now, there's going to be a Red Table Talk.
It's
yeah.
coming up.
And
It's
they're
coming
going
up.
and they're going to keep this in the news cycle.
Boy, this shit coming
because
up.
Jada has nothing else.
It's a week.
When did
else
she
did-
come out? What the
it's a
fuck she
week.
come out and
What
say?
else? What else?
It's
does
a week.
It's time for some healing.
Something new next week, bro.
It's gonna be
No, she came. It's time for some healing.
It's gonna be something new next week.
Nigga,
time
there will
for
be a
some
red
healing.
table talk before we record next week. There will be another table
You
talk.
think so?
I'll guarantee.
I'm gonna
Okay.
forget all about this.
I
shit,
guarantee. it.
No, but she's going to keep this in the news cycle
bro. I
because
mean, you gotta monetize it.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
got
yeah.
For this
to.
season, right?
I
It was
mean,
still going
you
on
got
last
to.
year.
Why not?
Red Table Talk was still going on last year.
That's just
Yes, it was. It is still
nobody
going on.
watch
I'm
it?
saying,
It's still going on.
There is so many narratives.
They
I
had
don't
like a
know how they
Spanish
can dead it
takeover.
within a week. You still got, now they came out, like you said, they just came out today, the Oscars, and was like, they thinking about suspending him and all of that shit. You still got different, there are so many narratives when it comes to this situation that it's not just going to be dead.
It's
if you know, because
Who really cares about this
if
shit?
you know this is the fallout,
Right.
why would this be fake?
It's just
Why would it be? Why would it be
just
fake?
be like to protect black women,
Bro,
bitches.
because he did the same
why,
slap he did in
Why they
Hancock.
gotta be
I've been
bitches? Like,
acting
oh
for-
no, y'all
I've
dropping
I've been
bitches a lot.
acting
I
for
don't care.
30 years. I've been acting for 30 years. Tonight I reached the pinnacle of my craft.
yeah.
And I throw it away for a bald head joke. For this to be fake, you can't write that. I don't know what kind of bag will come with that, but fuck you. I've been working on this craft for 30 years, and I reached the pinnacle of this craft. And Will Packer put me to the side and said, "Hey
I ain't
man,
gonna-
this is the script. I need you to do this because this is no. Fuck you. Eat a dick."
Again.
Did you see the slap? though?
Again.
I seen it.
It didn't look
Again.
fake?
No,
Yes,
Are
it
you slapping
did.
somebody like that?
Like a good flush.
It was like perfect.
it was like a gentleman slap.
It was
So-
like
I'm
not-
It was like
Because-
the same slap he did on Hancock.
Because I know I'm bigger than you. I'm not trying to knock you out.
It was like acting.
I'm
It looked like
trying
an
to
acting
I'm
slap.
trying to embarrass you.
So if it was real, then we know, by the way, he slapped Chris Rock. That outside of that Ali preparation,
Hanging the
you
punch.
can't fight, nigga.
No, there's a difference between trying to slap somebody to hurt him and slap somebody to embarrass him.
Bro, he slapped that nigga and he said, "Fix this suit." Come on, bro.
There's a difference between slapping
shit
to
was
embarrass you
That was acting.
and slapping to
That
knock
shit
you
was-
out.
He said he walked up like a G.
All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. Ivy.
There's a gentleman way to do. I'm gonna let you know that you're a bitch,
So you,
but I ain't trying to knock you out.
So
you
he
think-
should have just
then
took his
I'm-
handkerchief
then I'm
out.
really going to jail.
so you
He-
think Will Smith threw away his career by slapping this man? If it's real, he threw away his career.
He's not throwing away his career.
on
No.
the Oscars that he so called didn't give a fuck about.
I want-
Sat somewhere with that nigga
No.
for sat in the same place with that nigga for 45, 50 minutes before Chris Rock touched the stage to walk up there. Get your pussy ass on
That- so
somewhere.
why-
You fucking pussy.
So again, do you think I'm sabotaging what could be, I'm potentially sabotaging my career, and I definitely am trying to almost sabotaging the pinnacle of my career as far as achievements go by doing this acting, by doing this action.
I'm a
And
Nas
it's-
fan,
and
but
it's
this is
staged?
more so
And
his
it's
Nas.
staged?
This is more
but
for
if
his
I,
Nas
but
album.
if
Like,
I
here,
didn't,
nigga.
if I didn't give a fuck about this shit, so called, I didn't give a fuck about this shit anyway. So what?
If I didn't
No,
give
he
a fuck,
get-
if I didn't
he
give a fuck, I
cares.
wouldn't even showed up.
He
I'm quite
cares.
sure he did, but I'm saying like if I so called him, like he's not throwing away shit. I just
Nah,
had
that's
I
bullshit.
just had a movie. I just had a movie that had one of the most streamed movies since they started the pandemic shit.
So I care about this award. I wouldn't be here if I didn't care. I wouldn't be here if I niggas can talk that. Oh, as
My
long as-
company
as
is
long as
gonna
I'm
do
getting
okay.
As long as I'm getting the bag and all this other shit, I'm good.
No.
Niggas can say that shit they want to,
No,
but the motherfucking Grammys matter. If I don't give a fuck what a nigga say, them Grammys matter.
No.
My
What Will
company
Smith
is gonna be
did,
okay.
what Will Smith did is he did some hoe ass shit, and then he got up there crying, trying to put on a fucking performance with his speech, and niggas tore that speech apart. And what happens is because
I
that,
care about this award.
yeah, all right.
I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't.
And he tried to put it on. He tried to
even
put it
if
on the
he
nigga
did,
he
like,
won it for and all that shit. Nigga, man,
If he did not care,
hoe ass nigga.
when they asked him to leave, he would have left.
Thank you. That too.
I don't
Bro,
think they
y'all
asked
mean-
Or he
y'all
be
mean
showing
they
his-
walked up
or
to
he be
this man
showing-
and they asked
or
him
he
to
could be
leave, and
showing
he
his
just
power.
said, "I'm staying here anyway." And
Right.
come on,
I don't
bruh.
believe that.
Or
Y'all
at the
can't be
or at the end of the
serious,
day, he could be showing his power.
Okay.
what power?
But
Get
the
your
Smiths-
ass up.
He's one of the
The
biggest
Smiths
stars-
are
he's one
bigger
the
than
biggest stars
all of them
Hollywood.
niggas in there. Aside from a few.
Aside from Denzel.
I'm bigger than this. Nigga, y'all need me. Nigga, I ain't going nowhere.
Jaden,
Fuck y'all.
come get
Get
your
out my
daddy.
face.
Jaden,
So
Or they
come
coulda
get your
said-
daddy.
if all of these things are happening, what part of the stage comes in? Because all this
Like
will
who,
be, all this
who
other
walks
shit will
up?
be happening.
Who walks up to Will and say you gotta go? They gonna send an old pussy ass security guard.
Yeah.
Say Will, you gotta go. Nigga, get your bitch
and not
ass
even-
out
They
my
gonna send a
face.
production assistant with the headphones with the microphone like the truck
Get
drivers
your
got.
bitch ass out
They
my
say,
face.
Your
Mr.
ass
Mr. Smith,
up. Get up.
We have a problem, man. We need you to
Need you to get up out
fuck
of
out of here.
here.
They got Will Smith, and my award ain't came up yet. Eat a dick.
Fuck you. Get up.
If this is staged and I don't care, and all these other narratives y'all trying to throw at it, I would have got up and left. All right.
Again,
I definitely think it's staged, but I don't.
I keep saying it's staged, and
I think he cares.
I think you.
I think he cares, and that's why I stayed.
He cares.
I think you missing.
I
this
think he
point,
helped
though.
write the script.
And I just said it. I feel like Will Smith is Tupac. He's great, but he's always being used.
Westbrook.
He was
Production.
a pawn in that whole fucking skit. If my ratings are down, No one thinks about the Oscars at all.
I didn't know it was that. I didn't know what was going on.
And you talking about this shit for days and days and days, nigga. I won.
Who won? The Oscars?
The Oscars won.
But
Who is the best person to bring the ratings back? The person who his wife fronted the whole thing for the Oscars.
So do you think?
Now I do this shit.
Do you
in
think
the
long term this is going to work? This is going to like next year.
No.
We're gonna be like, damn, we tuned into the. We gonna see who slap this year.
And
Spence just said he
No.
didn't even know it was black people running the production behind it until this happened.
They called it the blackest
let's look at
Oscars
this.
So
ever.
this brought
But
light
this
to
year they
shit.
won.
Y'all let the black people do. If black people would have knew this before Will Smith went to the Oscars, we probably would have watched it.
But hold on.
We still thinking y'all white.
The
But
whole
hold on.
production team was black, not
Let's
just
take
Will
this from a
Packer.
different aspect. It was an all-black production team. You think Will Packer's putting his career and shit on the line for being the first black man to produce the Oscars and stage this skit and stage this?
Because
Yes, because it makes more sense for you white people to look at us as niggas like y'all always have. So if I write this nigga script, it's going to make sense because this is what niggas do to y'all.
And that's why
exactly what I think.
and that's why it's not there because I don't think Will Packer's putting his reputation on the line
Neither.
for that.
You okay, Corey?
Huh?
You're in a okay.
You just said he did the fucking-
narrative. The narrative.
No, he was in
Look at the
charge.
movies he did.
But it doesn't matter.
in black films.
It
And
doesn't
they
matter.
hold niggas type of
But it
shit
doesn't
topics.
matter. But he is
Niggas being niggas.
Like you said, Will
White
Smith
people being
at
white
his
people.
pinnacle,
No,
right?
no.
Will Smith at his pinnacle of his career. For Will Packer, this is one of the most pinnacle of his career, producing Hollywood's biggest show.
And if I'm Will Packer, nigga, you talked about the
I
show.
just
Y'all
brought-
been talking about the show that I produced for damn near 7 days now.
I don't think he puts his name on the line and his reputation on the line if it ever comes out
Corey,
that he had to do
Corey,
with
I
this.
tell these niggas all the time, and the reason I sit back and I watch because I know we are all spectators, right?
Mm-hmm.
They control the way we feel,
Okay.
right? So in the bigger scheme of things, if you had the power to trend all the time, you had the power to trend all the time and really sway how people feel. Millions and millions of people. If you really had the power to sway how they feel, you give me that power. I'm doing that all day, every day.
Okay.
You are in a room at an award show, an award show in which they award the best actors.
Yeah.
So if I put on some shit, that's acting. We all won.
Not
No.
necessarily.
No.
And I'm fucking Lupita.
No. You know why? Because what if...
She will look good at night.
Yeah, she was. What if that takes away other opportunities for more black directors and producers to produce the Oscars down the road?
Because when we put y'all in the main,
It will.
When
They're
we put,
still gonna
when we
produce
put y'all at the forefront, this is what happens.
Boom.
Nah, I ain't rolling with that.
So now at the Oscars, so now for the first time in 100 and some odd years, now we have to have security at the front of the stage.
We
So-
know this shit is
if that was the case, Ivan, if that was the case, then they would have prevented this shit from the beginning. They would have knew already.
If it was scripted.
They already knew. What do you mean?
If it was scripted, yeah, we'd have made it look like there's preventative measures. Like, no, we didn't know this was gonna
Scripted.
happen.
That's why it wasn't. That's why we let you sit your ass back.
never
down.
been security guards at the Oscars like
Because
that.
it's never been this
There's
type of
never
environment.
done that before.
So now we let the niggas on the show, and this is what happened.
There's never been security guards.
This is
at
what we
things
want
like
to
that.
happen.
That's a real
Is
white.
it?
That's a real coonish narrative.
Yes, I
How?
think so.
How is you supposed to look at it? What's the non-coonish narrative then? Niggas ran the show. Niggas shit happened. I don't think we gonna put niggas in charge no more.
That's why they gonna keep putting niggas.
And
in
we
charge.
know that shit happen. No, and we know that shit happens because look, Skinny, you was on our podcast.
Yeah.
and you
We
said
all was.
what happens at the hip hop shows out here in Vegas? They get shut down, and these places will not have hip hop shows anymore because what?
because of the shit that we do
Okay.
sometimes.
So you think the Oscars are going to keep allowing that? I'm just
But
I'm
listen,
just talking the comparison.
Okay, hold on, wait. But the same shit out here happens at rock shows. The same shit happens out here at EDM, and they still allow it.
You can,
But they hold us to a different standard, Skinny. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
we are
listen,
held to
Corey,
a different standard.
Corey, you can go on YouTube right now. You can go on YouTube right now. The Oscars is not above moral ground.
No.
You can go on YouTube right now and watch that entire audience stand up and give what's the nigga name? Roland Polanski a standing ovation.
Oh, he was sick fuck.
while he was going through what he was going through.
Yeah.
A standing fucking ovation. And that was and so I did my Googles to see who was behind that show.
Yeah.
A white person. That ain't changed anything. Why? Because when you're that big, all press is good press.
I get that. But what I'm saying is we are, as black people, we are held to a different standard no matter what it comes to comparison to white folks. We can't do the same, and it's wrong. We can't do the same thing or act the same way as white folks. We see it every day. We get pulled over by cops. We can't act the same damn way. My damn moms and pops told me you got to be twice as smart as these white folks next to you.
But see that,
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think we'll put his name on the line for that.
That's only our narrative, though. That's only our narrative, though, because we're not involved in that. Because if you go,
that's only whose narrative?
That's our on the ground narrative. Because everybody's in fucking fault.
No,
when we go back to the
we just watched the lady. I can't think of her name, but we just watched the lady, the Supreme Court justice, just get drilled in a way that we've never.
That's her fault, bitch. Why you inserting yourself into?
I
do not care about elite blacks getting smoked by elite whites. I do not care about that.
We've never seen nobody. We don't see nobody else get drilled this way. So that's not the narrative of the people on the ground.
Hold up. Have we not seen nobody get that way, or did you not care until it was a black woman sitting there?
I've never seen a black woman be nominated. I've never seen a black person be nominated.
So you fake caring right now.
No,
if you don't know the history, of that process, why are you bringing it up?
You're saying it only happens on the ground level.
I'm saying with us, but the biggest fucking movement that I seen beside this one was the Colin Kaepernick situation, right? All we seen was he got the pig socks on, he's kneeling, and we all that shit. And then when you lift the veil, the very same white folks that y'all think that's gonna make us look bad are behind the same process. Oh, he got pig socks on, he kneeling, he talking about the Black Power shit and all this. Okay, I'm gonna give him a Nike deal. And then on the back end of that, why all the black folks got on Nike and all of that shit, the same Nike symbol is on NFL jerseys. They're inserted into these movements that we take on from an emotional standpoint while they all eating.
How does that translate to this situation?
Because they're all in cahoots. That's not just what happened. What happened? The Oscars and what happened at the Oscars is not just a black thing.
If you believe that these white people at the black production team 100% control the Oscars, you crazy.
No, that's not what I'm saying though.
If you think these white people were presented with a script where a black person is going to slap another black person on stage and we all in cahoots and
we watch wrestling.
Wrestling ain't the Oscars. What are you talking about?
This is.
It's not though,
bro. Like, okay.
You
don't think this is going to help the Oscars rate? Like, we didn't even know it was black people doing production. You don't think so?
No.
Nobody's
tuning in. You don't think this is probably the most viewed clip from the Oscars since
nobody's watching the Oscars next year? Because you know what? You're never going to see anything like this happen again.
Right,
so nobody's watching
next year. We be here next year.
Well, the Oscars, I guarantee you, Will Smith ain't going to be nowhere near that.
The Oscars are going to. They're going to have to come up with something next year that like they do every year. But in the back of my mind, I don't watch the Oscars, and I can vividly remember two instances. This one and the Oscar So White movement. Mm-hmm. I remember those vividly. Yeah. So they're doing their job. But now, when you look at everybody is involved, they're all winning.
Are they doing their job? Because that's only two incidents in the last 6 years.
But I'm saying from my standpoint, if I can remember two movements or two things that didn't happen during an award show that I don't watch, that I don't care for, they've done their job. They always say you got to get you're not big until you get the ones that don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right.
So if that happened 6 years ago, why has the Oscars steadily been on the decline? If this is the narrative that we kept, that was like, okay, we captured America's imagination with this narrative. Let's keep it going, and it hasn't happened. Why? How does that work? How does that translate?
The narrative just happened last week. What are you talking about?
No, I think he's referring to the Oscar So White.
The Oscar So White happened. That was 2016. That's what all this shit started, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So why hasn't that translated to more views year in and year out?
Because the movement did its job, probably. I mean, if everybody was boycotting it,
production this year,
they were boycotting it, and then now they're bringing it back. Like, okay, now Will and Jay are here in the front getting his first award.
It was
everybody.
Everybody. That was the whole movement. That's why they brought Chris Rock in.
Yeah.
That's why they brought Chris Rock in.
Who boycotted it?
Everybody was boycotting.
That was a big ass. See,
if 2016 when they say this, if all the fucking ratings drops and's been currently consistently on a decline, you don't think that's a boycott? You don't feel like that had nothing to do with that movement?
Did black people watch the Oscars before this?
Clearly, if it declined,
No.
Who you think stopped watching it?
Not us.
No. The people involved, the Jadas, the black actors pulled out. That movement was,
and they were all there this year, and this is still the second lowest Oscars watched ever.
Well, now, arguably, their greatest moment just happened. So we do not know yet how they plan on capitalize on it. But what we do know is those involved, because there are going to be millions upon millions that's going to tune into this Red Table Talk whenever they decide to do it. And we already see the fruits of Chris Rock's labor, unfortunately.
Yes. Those two entities, yes, I could definitely see them.
Them two, yeah. But as the Oscars as a whole, I don't see that.
You don't see the Oscars?
It's too soon to see how they capitalize. That's
crazy. How do y'all not? So everybody else grows, like everything else grows from this shit happening, and the Oscars don't.
If Chris Rock if we know Chris Rock and Will Smith gonna be there together, yes, then yes.
Now you're gonna start having black actors that was talking down on this shit start talking like it's already being said. As soon as it happened, like y'all not even paying attention that this was an all black production team. This was that's being a conversation that we didn't even pay attention to at all
this is the
until
this is the internet. In 3 days,
shit not gonna matter, man.
It just reached
4 days in.
Kanye in the lab right now. Like, this nigga Will Smith took spotlight.
What's the show that Whoopi is on?
The View.
They was talking about it on The View because Whoopi just so happens to be on that committee.
Yeah.
And she said outright that they're not going to take away his Oscar. Now we talking about The View. We're talking about all of these black platforms that the only time I hear a nigga talking about the Oscars is what niggas wore on the red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got all of these black platforms as well as these other really, really big platforms talking about the Oscars itself.
So you telling
we do not know.
Are you telling me a year from now
I can't tell you that.
It's not going to.
That's an assumption.
So talk to us next year. Like,
they're not going to have
having a conversation.
They're not going to have another moment like this.
Bro, the Grammys are next week.
Next year,
we talking about shit from the Grammys next week.
We ain't said shit about the Grammys.
The Grammys are next week, bro.
It's gonna be a great weekend this weekend.
I'm saying, like,
because nobody watches this shit.
And until another motherfucker gets slapped.
Yeah,
man, listen.
Nobody watches this. Nobody cares who win the Grammys.
Come back next year.
Next year.
You said the Grammys? Nobody cares who wins them?
But they're gonna be there. So with this, there may be more preventative measures now going into the next Oscars.
They're not preventing shit.
But you know what, Corey?
Made up.
When I see that preventative measure or these extra preventative measures, what does it remind you of?
Yeah, but I gotta tune in. I gotta care.
When you start seeing these preventative measures,
Okay.
When you see it,
Wrestling.
no, when you see you walk into say you walk into or you watching the Grammys, right?
Okay.
And you see extra security on stage. Why are you going? What's the thing that's gonna pop in your mind and say why security on stage?
Something's gonna happen. What do you mean? I mean,
because Will Smith's like smacked that boy.
It still comes back to you got to talk about it.
I have to tune in. I have to tune in to see it.
You have to tune in.
Don't give a fuck about.
But it's not going to be another. It's not going to be. The Oscars will not be talked about as much as it is right now next year. It will not be.
Come back next year.
We'll have to table that.
You gotta come back next year because we don't know.
Yeah.
Like we might, like motherfuckers might fully get behind who's doing the production next year, what's going on, because now we want to know if the black people is going to be able to produce, be the production next year. Like motherfuckers want to know now.
I got you.
Do they?
Yes.
Still don't care.
Yeah, I don't think they give a fuck.
Still don't care.
It's too early. The Oscars was 4 days ago. Talk to me in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'd rather do the same thing.
I'm gonna talk to you in a year.
In 2 weeks, are you gonna be like
drinking?
I want to do that. I want to do that.
We probably still don't watch it, but
I know. So what are we talking about?
No, but I'm saying, but it's gonna be their ratings will shoot up next year.
I doubt it.
Okay, we'll see next year.
All right. All assumptions. Can we get some real solid women like in front of the protect black women narrative? Why is always miserable bitch? The unprotected. Bitch, ain't nobody protecting your whole ass in the first place.
I shit hoe.
Cause it be the niggas it be the bitches with a nigga that's pillow talking to the niggas around him, the ones that we talking about protecting you, bitch.
That's probably true.
Get the fuck out my house.
Actually, I see it more. I see it come more from like lesbian or queer black women that be talking about black men are protecting black women.
It's trash, bro.
On Twitter, I would say. Now, I won't say in person, but on on social media, it's usually queer black women
Right.
that are spearheading that.
Protect you from a G.I. Jane joke.
Hey, that's sometimes what you got to step up for.
It's the principle. It's the
Principality, Smokey.
I told the fellas, man, I was getting hit up a lot, man. I got hit up like 40 times, man, by individuals, man.
About this?
About us talking about it. And I decided on my own, like, I wrote like a couple joints on Instagram. Just threw it out there because I really didn't have nothing. When everything that I wrote on my platforms, I wrote them completely sauced. I was at my brother's house over here. I was sauced.
My bad.
Drunk as fuck. So what I can't do and what I will never do is I can't fake care about some shit.
But you wrote some yesterday, didn't you?
That was just to put it out there because I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, you said Sunday you didn't even want to talk about this.
He said that he wasn't going to talk about
Yeah,
it.
it was.
and I was surprised that
the guys
that
will,
you
but
came
I'll
in.
leave this alone.
You that's what.
Well, what ended up happening was, we was talking about what we gonna talk about for the show, and my boy right here put a question down, and I was like, it was just
Who? I know it wasn't. I don't care about
The question,
the celebrity stuff.
The question wasn't
Trending stuff.
The question wasn't it's pertaining to the Oscars, but it's not.
Okay, so this was the question, right? So let me ask y'all, right? Because I went into it. I asked everybody, what we want to talk about in the show, and so Ivan comes and he hits me with the question: does disrespect have a tax bracket? When you think of that question, what immediately you think about?
Ooh, does disrespect have a tax bracket?
But when you read that question, what do you think about?
I think about local shit. I think about the boy getting slapped and saying, but I got slapped by
somebody did their motherfucking homework this week.
Okay,
so I'm bossy.
yeah.
Somebody did their motherfucking homework this week.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Disrespect does not have a tax bracket.
No. When you read that question, with everything that's happened, what do you go to?
I go to ain't my fucking problem because I ain't up there with.
When I read the question, I immediately thought of the Oscars.
Okay.
And what happened?
Yeah.
And so then I have to ask, well, fellas, is this what y'all want to talk about?
But you asked me though. You said
And then
and I said
my
no.
boy say,
I said no.
I don't think we can. I don't think we
avoid
can't not talk about it.
Yeah.
And so we are here. But there's another situation that happened. A rapper out here, man, in the city, D Cross. I'm saying it by name. D Cross.
Wack did.
Wack 100. Everybody know him.
Yep.
Wack 100. I don't know if he was on Clubhouse because I know that's his thing.
He was on
What he was
Clubhouse.
on, basically, he was saying he slapped him. Right? And so D Cross came out.
And then he ran.
With
Slapped him and he ran.
He slapped him and he ran. And then D
Oh.
Cross came out with a statement. And
He
before
ran?
Rant.
yeah.
Wow.
So this was what I was feeling on it. I heard his rant or whatever, right? And so basically, all in all, it was a terrible delivery, but all in all, he put some extras on it. Terrible delivery, but all in all, he was saying, "Look, man, the man slapped me. I was by myself. He got a whole bunch of niggas, 20 other niggas. I mean, we in Sweden, right?" And so I'm watching it, and I said it on Skinny's platform yesterday, but I'm watching, and I said D Cross's first mistake, his biggest mistake, was responding locally to that. Because he's responding to a bunch of niggas that will never be in his place. And he's responding to niggas that's Monday morning quarterbacking.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I tell wifey this all the time. You have to. It's a life or death situation. You have to recognize where the fuck you at.
Okay.
And you in fucking Sweden. You not at home. You not around your niggas.
Yeah.
If a nigga slap you, you are not finna fight all of them.
No.
It's a bunch of blood niggas. Cause he's on Games tour and shit.
Yeah, you
He's on
can-
Games
It
tour.
wasn't no gang members there.
You can just
He said all the niggas was
He lied. They said it straight on Clubhouse the day.
okay.
after.
Who were they?
When they was all talking, he was like, nigga, these is all nerds, and you know them, you know, they didn't budge when it happened,
So,
and it was just me and you, wasn't nobody around.
D Cross and Wack 100 got on the same Clubhouse.
Yeah, they had a conversation on Clubhouse.
Oh, wow.
Yesterday.
Okay.
He definitely know how to pull people on the Clubhouse.
Yeah, because I deleted.
Yeah, because he did. He did the same thing with Roddy Ricch.
Yes, he did.
He had him. You know.
So they had the conversation, and D Cross basically had to admit, like, no, it wasn't nobody around us. It was just you.
Oh, what? I think I felt bad for him.
No, hold up. I'm gonna even do that because if I'm in D Cross's position, again, I'm still Monday morning quarterbacking. When you in the moment, when y'all fighting, when y'all in battle, I ain't taking nobody for granted.
Facts.
And if I'm around niggas that I do not know, I'm in fucking Sweden. I'm not from home. If it's a one-on-one and I know these niggas right here for sure, I don't give a fuck if they nerdy or not. Nigga, nerds got hands.
He said it wasn't nobody around him though. That was their personal, like, boom. It was just them two.
Then we got a one-on-one. But if it was niggas around, nigga, I don't care if it's two. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 niggas. I'm not.
We gotta go back.
I gotta recognize.
So he just getting slapped.
I mean, like with Spence, I understand both sides of it. Like, of course, I'm not for it, but I do understand. Like, let me get back home and I handle this at home. Like Spencer said that when he was out of town.
Yeah.
Like when shit was going on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You gotta recognize where the fuck you at.
So I do understand that, and I can feel that for a certain point.
You in another country.
But
it was the way he presented it, though.
It's the way he presented it.
Because
it was you say this, and then like Spence said, you kept responding to it locally. Like, why are you talking about Vegas?
But it wasn't even that it was locally. My issue with the whole shit was you made it be like, well, this is a millionaire that slapped me.
No, yeah, he definitely did all that wrong.
He is responding to local. No, it was nasty. But he is responding to local niggas. That's basically telling the niggas on the local level, y'all would never be around millionaires like that. Y'all will never be in Sweden. So I'm throwing that out there to tell y'all.
But he used it as a justification, like
it's not. It's a humble brag, so to speak. It's a humble brag.
Not very humble.
But that was a low key brag though.
That's a low key brag. If I'm telling you, nigga, I got
real.
slapped by a millionaire in Sweden. That's telling you niggas, y'all will never be around millionaires and y'all will never be in Sweden.
Is that the disrespectful
so y'all never be in my shoes.
tax bracket disrespectful shit? Is that where we coming from with that?
Yeah, that was the basis of the question. Like it was like, okay, well, yeah, I got slapped by a millionaire in Sweden. Like you got slapped though. Like you.
That's some whole shit. But it's a humble brag.
So he reiterated that like 3 or 4 times before he moved on with the story. Like I got slapped by a millionaire in Sweden, and then he moved on to it was 20 niggas. So I was like, okay, well, if he had started with that, or if he had made that the basis of his argument, maybe I feel some kind of different way. But you reiterated 3 times. I got slapped I a millionaire in Sweden. Like,
it was the way he was, because he was like, I'm a Northtown nigga. I'm a Northtown nigga, and I'm in Sweden.
So I ain't supposed to be here type shit.
You see what I'm saying now? So
I'm gonna take this disrespect.
But
because
when you're responding to
send me home.
No.
Send me back to the north.
Is that what he getting at?
Basically.
That's given. I got flew out to Dubai and got shitted on by a millionaire.
I got shitted on in Dubai by a millionaire.
But I'm in Dubai.
But I got shitted on
like that.
Hey, you better calm your voice down. He gonna have smoke for you.
All right. I know millionaires.
Like there's no way. No. What?
If I'm telling Nick, if you gotta recognize the niggas that you talking to, and unfortunately, we've had this conversation
Just
before.
Take your L in private.
We've had this conversation before. No matter, it does not matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter the accomplishments that you done did. If the niggas in the hood don't respect you, it ain't enough. And so he's talking to if he's talking to the niggas in the skinny.
He definitely was.
He knows if he's talking to the niggas he's talking to the niggas that got boots on the ground that will never be in his position, and that was his issue.
So that's why I respond then.
That's what Spencer's saying. Like he responded to the wrong, you responded
crowd.
the wrong way. Like you responded to the wrong crowd because this has become bigger than what local niggas in Vegas is talking about. Niggas that ain't never made more than $10 an hour. This is not about them.
The thing about
niggas
it
that
is
sell dope for minimum wage. It's not about them.
And I don't know dude personally, and I don't, whatever. But every time I see him insert himself into these local conversations, it's like I'm bigger than this, but I keep inserting myself into local shit. So like,
still want the acceptance.
Are you bigger than this?
There's another. We've had conversations, and there's another producer out here that is the same way.
Facts.
No matter your accomplishments, no matter the motherfuckers you be around, no matter the circles you be in, if you don't got the acceptance of the hood it ain't enough.
Niggas ain't facts.
And it's terrible, but it's reality.
And that's why you niggas are gonna stay where y'all at, cause y'all still playing to where y'all came from. If you can't see past where you came from, you gonna stay where you came from.
Facts.
Yeah, true.
Facts.
The nigga was in Sweden and he got slapped by a millionaire.
Apparently,
You can't tell a nigga.
But like,
I'm sorry, and you know what I'm saying. You can't tell a nigga on Cheyenne and Civic Center that he's gonna ever be in Sweden.
no,
He'll
you can't.
never be around millionaires, so he can't relate to what I'm doing.
But if I'm getting slapped by millionaires in Sweden, why when these rap lists come out every year and my name ain't on it, I feel the need to address you niggas. I'm getting slapped by millionaires in Sweden. Why am I even talking to y'all about?
Clearly.
Listen.
ACCE.
It don't matter how big the artist gets, if they've always wanted that acceptance from the streets, if they always needed to have the biggest, the best, that, you know, to show off for other men, they're going to defend their name, like, regardless. They're always going to try to say something to the people. Just like I said, even with Roddy Ricch, like Whack 100, he did the same thing. He brought him back in. He was like, no, I'm really from there, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what do you have to prove? You are a millionaire.
Yeah.
What do you have to prove? But you're insecure.
Let him say
you never really been tough.
But see, that's the problem, and when you bring it back full circle, and we talking about Will and Jada, if reputation is that important to you, you're going to fall to these things.
Oh, absolutely.
The ultimate freedom is saying, fuck what a motherfucker feel about me.
Yes.
I'm living my life. And that's saying, fuck that reputation.
Right.
It goes back to standing behind what the fuck you say, because that is what he says all the time. That is what these people say all the time. Like, not just him, because you just spoke on the producer. Like, that's what they say all the time. Like, I don't give a fuck about what you niggas think. And then
But I'm still talking to you.
They instantly, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this was bigger than that. You could have this was bigger than that. You could have made this bigger than that. You never had to make this about Vegas. You never had to make this about the niggas around. Like, you never had to make this about that. You could have stayed on the topic of what the fuck is the topic at hand. You got slapped. Whatever the reason, whether you was sick, whatever your reasons is, you wolf any other time. You big boy every other time on this shit. Be a big boy right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Wolf again, like make it like you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just that, like Spence said. And I think that was the only issue I had with it. Like, I wasn't even mad at you ran all that. Like, I wasn't even mad at that, because I do understand what Spence is saying. If I'm in Sweden, a nigga slapped me, I don't care. Like, what he said on Clubhouse was real. He was like, I'm from Vegas. Nigga, if you touch me and you with all these niggas, everybody is touching me regardless if he ain't never swung a punch at all. Like, that's just how we move. Like, if a nigga's yell at Spence and we out, I'm punching him. Like, nigga, I'm not giving you no one-on-one. That's out. That's what we came here for. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how hard we think you not getting no one-on-one with nobody I came with.
Right.
Even if I feel like he would thrash you out here, you're not getting no one-on-one on my watch. So I understand what he was saying. Like, no matter if I put my hands on him, I have to be on this tour. Regardless if they wasn't in the building or not, soon as I walk out and they see me, they gonna be on my ass because I put my hands on him. Wack is still only 5'7".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cross is taller than him. If I put my hands on you, win, lose, or draw, them niggas don't want to pack me out.
Basically, no matter what he's saying, he in a losing situation, no matter what.
Right. So his mentality, I understood. Like, I'm from Vegas. I know how this shit go.
Yeah.
If I walk outside this motherfucker and I put my hands on you,
and then
yo people gonna get on my ass.
And then not only that, I get arrested out in Sweden. Like, damn, come on.
Which is another point he made.
Yeah.
So everything else he said,
all that.
Everything else he said around it, I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
It was
that's the part that pissed me off.
You know, it's fucked up because it's fucked up because, you know, when niggas get really, really embarrassed, the whole come
whatever
out
the
of
fuck they want to say.
When niggas get really embarrassed, the whole come out of them. And it seems to me, I only seen his one like rant, but he was searching for it. You feel me?
Yeah.
He was searching for that one, just that one for a motherfucker to come out and be like, man, I feel you. He was searching for it. And so, nigga, if I got to throw the city under the bus, if I got to throw niggas under the bus, I'm going to do it so I can get that. You feel me?
Facts.
I'm going to get it.
Facts.
But again,
cold shit.
But again, if you're bigger than the city, which I believe he is at this point, your response should have been bigger than just
Does he know that?
city.
he has to feel like he's bigger than the city because by all indications he ain't.
Yeah, but he exactly. He do need to feel like this ain't Wack first time saying that nigga name. Wack done said this nigga names 2 or 3 other
Has he?
times. Yeah, Wack said his name when Tekashi and Wack was into it. Cross was on tour with him, and Wack was like, "I get my little homie to beat your ass. I get my little homie Cross to beat your ass." And then Cross came out like, "Yeah, that's the big homie. I'll whoop Tekashi 6ix9ine."
This is after the slap.
This happened before that. The slap happened 2019.
Okay.
Cross had went on tour with them late 2017 or early 2018. When he went on tour the first time, he kicked it with the Game and all them after that. He went to the Game birthday party. He was at the Game album releases. He was at all that shit.
Okay.
He actually had a song, I believe, that was recorded with the Game that never got to come out. So he was really around them.
Okay.
Like even Wack 100 say like, Game was your partner. Y'all play video games all day. That's how you ended up on the tour.
This shit came out years later though.
This came out.
Right.
Yeah, this happened in like 2019.
What's up with super gangster niggas in video games?
I don't know.
Video games are fun.
Stress relief for some people, dog.
They play 2K. They both play 2K. So
And Madden.
Nigga just be
So when
gambling on that shit, bro.
2K did the face shit for all the rap, Cross was there with the Game getting his face and shit.
The game is
done.
in 2020, 2K22. He's in it.
Yeah,
He's a part of the story.
yeah.
Like literally, like you have like as part of your
Like, you have to
my
come
player, you have to interact with the game and do certain shit with him.
That's really weird.
Wow, boy.
Yeah, wow.
And Cross was there with him when Game got his shit. Cross got his done too.
Okay.
So when him and Game play the game with each other, they really look like themselves because they really went to the 2K thing to get their shit done.
Good shit.
All right, man, we finna lighten this shit up a little bit.
Let's
man.
go.
Yeah.
I ain't used to this shit. Will Smith's still a pussy though. We all drinking here except this nigga. But no, you get sugar rushes. What was the the silliest thing you've argued about under the influence?
Goddamn, had to be Sunday
Sunday?
at the house.
Oh, it's fucked up.
What did y'all argue about?
Does Beyonce have sex appeal? Is what we was talking about on Sunday. It's what we was arguing about on Sunday.
I seen some new pictures
Sound like a
of her.
regular
She look
episode
alright.
over here.
I seen some new pictures of her.
What you thinking now?
No,
Y'all think she didn't? You don't think Beyonce got sex appeal?
She's beautiful.
she's like fourth. or
She's
fifth.
beautiful. She's a
like
beautiful
fourth
woman,
place.
but just because you're beautiful don't mean you sexy.
On the hierarchy of Destiny's Child, she's towards the bottom.
She's like fourth at the highest.
She above Michelle.
She's above Michelle.
It's Michelle, then
doing a
Beyonce.
lot.
I got it's Kelly,
Okay.
Farrah,
Okay.
Pharaoh was in there for like
Latoya
2
Luckett?
seconds.
Latoya's number
Kelly,
one.
Farrah. No, whoa, hold up. Kelly, Farrah, Latoya, Latavia, Michelle, Beyonce.
Oh shit, you know. A
Oh,
bunch of names.
you're crazy.
Latoya's
You put her at the way bottom?
Toya's number one.
Latoya.
You're crazy.
Who put? Wait, who, no.
Latoya.
He put
hold
Kelly.
up.
He put Kelly.
No, it's Kelly,
Kelly.
Farrah, Latoya, Latavia, Beyonce, Michelle.
Beyonce at the bottom, bruh.
Oh,
don't know.
second
Kelly
last.
she put out some fire
feel like
pictures
niggas,
too.
I feel like niggas say
Kelly five.
in the scheme of Beyonce, I think niggas put her high up there because she's light skinned. She's legit the only light skinned one.
Who?
Latoya look a light skin too. She brown
No, she's
skin.
not. You
No,
talking
Beyonce
about?
is like light though.
No, she's not.
No,
the
she's
only
brown
light-skinned
skin.
woman.
Fuck out of here, bro.
She's brown skin.
Beyonce's not the only light skinned woman.
Who else is light skinned?
Latoya and Farrah.
Latoya is.
Latoya about Beyonce's complexion, maybe a little bit darker.
Beyonce is white toast. Latoya is wheat toast, bros.
Right.
See, Beyonce is that light?
No,
Beyonce
she's
not that
not.
light.
She's lighter than them.
Okay.
She's not lighter than Farrah.
Pharaoh was in there for like 2 seconds. Stop
bad,
saying
We
her.
counting Farrah.
Farrah's
She was
bad.
not in the group that long.
What she was in the Bugaboo video?
Oh my god.
Y'all, yeah, damn.
Pharaoh's
that's
fine as a
crazy.
motherfucker.
Farrah fine. It's Latoya, then Farrah, then Latavia, then Beyonce, then Kelly.
Do y'all feel like Beyonce had
Nigga, what?
Kelly's five.
Wait, say that again.
Latoya, Farrah, Latavia, Beyonce,
I don't even remember all them
Kelly,
names.
You see it?
Michelle.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, yeah.
I don't even remember all
Got
them
your
names.
fucking
Yeah, that sound like some colorism.
that do rag too tight.
Colorism, Latavia third. Latavia third. She's the darkest one in the group.
Okay.
I probably got Latoya and then Kelly and Beyonce, but I don't really know none of the other ones, so Beyonce would be
Kelly
first.
B, Latoya, Farrah, then Michelle.
You
Yeah.
got
You put
Beyonce second?
Farrah at the bottom?
You got Beyonce second?
Yeah, Beyonce
Nice.
second for me. Beyonce second for me.
That's tough.
I think for chocolate girls and red bombs.
But
Forgive me.
They did make a point though. They did make a point when we were at the show. I mean, when we were at the crib, they did an argument was made, and I wholeheartedly agree. B-Day it was B-Day, right? Mm-hmm. B-Day. They took A. Marie's whole style on B-Day.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
Come on.
No.
Bruh. No. Two different artists.
Is it?
And the trajectory at the.
We heard the song.
It was go-go. It was A. Marie had the go-go sound. That was go-go.
We heard it.
Beyonce didn't have that. And A. Marie was nowhere on Beyonce's trajectory at that point.
Well, I mean, y'all can have a style and not shit. Everybody took Dej Loaf style.
Dej Loaf.
Love a lot of shit. Yeah.
That was Dej Loaf.
Yeah,
Everybody snatched that shit. Don't nobody know the fuck. I mean, people know who she is, but the credit that she deserves for that style, she'll never get.
No, she won't.
Yeah, true. True indeed. I agree with that. I agree.
And that's everybody.
Okay.
Wait, y'all brought the B-Day album? Y'all listen to that? We listened to the B-Day album? Did we?
Did you?
Y'all probably didn't, but women definitely did. I did.
Hell no, I got that shit for free. I stole that motherfucker from UPS.
What was on B-Day?
Irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable was on B-Day?
Upgrade You.
Yeah. Freaking dress.
Freakum Dress. Let's some Kitty Cat.
Get me body.
Give me body, yeah.
It's a great album. Great songs.
Ring the alarm.
Yeah, great songs. And
Bring
I don't
It
hear
Along was a great song. Bring
No.
It Along. I ain't never gonna drop.
No, it's a great album though. It's a great. She was mad about some shit.
B-Day was great.
It was great. But listen to the singles.
I don't like
I don't
singles,
have
though.
a. I don't. Beyonce doesn't have a great album outside of her first, in my opinion.
4.
On 4, I like Love on Top and 1+1.
That's it?
Love on Top might
the rest of that
Love on
shit
Top might be my favorite Beyonce song.
What?
Yeah, I love it.
Shit on
Hell
Love on Top.
no.
I love Love on Top.
She did her shit on
She
Love on
killed that song.
4 is
Me,
the best
Myself,
album.
and I. Yes,
That first album,
she
absolutely.
smoked Dangerously in Love by herself.
Yeah, she did. I'm just saying for me, Love on Top is
4 is her best album.
it's it right there
I
for
give you
me.
1+1 is up there.
I Was Here?
And Love on Top. That's all I really. You give me those. But that first album, front to back,
Okay.
front to fucking back.
I think it had like maybe one skip.
What, the first album?
My Daddy. On the first
I
album.
don't like when they do
I
that.
don't like Daddy.
I didn't like when they did that shit on the. Shout out to my moms for always skipping them and shit. I didn't like when they did that shit on the Destiny's Child album, putting Amazing Grace and all this shit on
Yeah,
there.
what
Get
are
that
you
bitch
doing?
ass shit out of here.
Like, where did that even come from? I feel
But-
like Beyonce didn't let Kelly live with her picture, because Kelly, she released her pictures from this past weekend with her see-through dress on.
She was fine.
And she
Boy,
was looking
she was
so
winning.
fine.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, here come Beyonce with her see-through dress with the pictures
Yeah,
with her and her. Like,
Jay-Z,
can she
Jay-Z
have a
was like,
moment?
"Hey, this how I do Nas."
Pretty much.
Go post
Pretty
these
much.
pictures,
Don't
and
let
it
the
looked
man
like-
live at all.
Niggas gonna be nigga.
Oh, man, I thought that was kind of shady. I'm like,
was
dang,
Kelly
she couldn't
Nas.
have her moment.
Kelly's
Kelly's not.
Kelly's not.
Take the nigga whole blueprint. I'm gonna take his blueprint and do something else with it.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's
So-
terrible.
Silliest thing. Silliest argument while drunk.
It would definitely have to be the same thing, man. Sunday was funny as fuck, bro. We had a couple of dumbass arguments, man. It was the Beyonce sex appeal shit. Then we started arguing about something else. I guess it was the A. Marie thing. Shit. What else? What else would we argue about Sunday, man?
I don't know. I know my military days, man. We argued over some
niggas-
stupidest shit.
Yeah,
ever.
niggas used to get drunk and talk about the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Ivan.
I don't have arguments when I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I'm out. So I'm not talking to niggas. I'm dancing. I'm trying to do something I don't got no business. I don't have. So
A nigga ain't never asked you why you got on jean shorts.
I don't drink. I don't drink at home. That's
Oh, God.
With the sleeveless hoodie.
You be a better checking these streets with the sleeveless hoodie, dog.
crazy.
Got the sleeveless hoodie,
Cause
man.
one nigga don't never have enough sleeves for his shirts, and them V's don't ever be V's. Them motherfuckers be views. One nigga dressed like he about to go to basic training right now. That's crazy. I don't want to look to my left, but you trying to jump in it, so don't do that. You a guest here, so I'm gonna let you live today. But don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you have that first one.
All right.
First one's on the house. We not doing that.
I've been the only nigga that that wear Bugle Boy jean shorts. That shit's crazy.
That's crazy because you literally you had an outfit every day for like a year straight. Like literally, I mean, most of these look the same too. Like it's literally like you're a cartoon character. Like you literally wear the same outfit.
I don't wear jean shorts. As long as jean shorts in my repertoire.
You might as well come in here with the Charlie Brown shirt and come in here and do the little dance and shit because you are dressed the same every week.
Am I really?
Yeah.
You wear a lot of black.
I wear a lot of black.
Yeah. No variety.
Every time.
But
every
you
time
do.
come to
No,
the
you
house.
be having graphic T-shirts too. He doing a lot. He doing a lot right now.
Black graphic t-shirts.
Black graphic T-shirts with a V-neck.
Not with a V-neck. Ain't nobody
They don't
wearing
be having no damn
with a
V-neck. Now you doing a lot.
V-neck.
Now you doing a lot.
Who would wear graphic tee with a V-neck?
Nasty
Ivan
behavior.
Ivan don't own no denim. They all be the light blue jeans.
That's crazy. And I know
No denim.
I know when you step out, you have them Air Force Ones on because that's part of your uniform. Either them Air Force Ones or them Air Maxes.
But nigga, you everywhere we go, you dressed like a nigga at Cox. Nigga got the hookah lounge, nigga. What a cable, nigga.
Maybe different shit. Like I know he's gonna come out here with a black polo shirt on because that's his uniform. Like we're not gonna stray too far. Maybe the polo up here. Maybe it's on the bottom today. I might mix it up today.
That's crazy.
I might hit him with a curveball. Maybe put the polo at the bottom, but it's gonna be the black polo T-shirt.
That's crazy.
That's what's up, man.
Put the polo at the bottom. They ain't ready for this shit.
I feel it, Justin. I feel it. All right, man. Shit, man. Tell the people, man, where they can find y'all, man. What's the show about, man, before we get up out of here?
Oh man, Killing Time podcast, man. Killing TY and me. We drop every Tuesday audio, Wednesday video. YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that, man. The show is we turn our bar night into a podcast. So when I retired from the military, Ronaldo, one of the hosts on there, he was like, yo, every Thursday we getting together and we drinking and we just hanging out. So we have these conversations, you know, there's sometimes deep, sometimes crazy like we just did. But I was like, you know what? We're going to start a podcast. And Roger could tell you, I think I had the idea for a whole year without even moving on it. And I finally moved on it, man. We started it up and just been doing it ever since, man.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Where can they find y'all at?
Instagram, Killing Time, Killing TYME podcast. Yep. Facebook, Twitter, all that. Same thing. Yeah, man. Hit us up. YouTube, same thing.
All right, fellas and feller. Fail her.
Feller, you're stupid.
Fail her. I don't like saying ladies, man. I don't be like, you don't be fitting in.
Feller.
So it'll be a
kinda
feller.
Kind of like you just putting a hard ER.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, sounds bad. Yeah.
Don't put no ER
Yeah,
in
don't do that.
anything.
Yeah.
All right, what is that?
All right, where can they find y'all at?
What we starting with?
Oh,
first.
you guys can find me on Twitter at Shayna_Candy. That's SHAYNA _KANDII.
Wait.
To the owl part. Yeah. y'all for sure skip.
Who? That's y'all? I don't never say "ow," nigga.
That's me.
I don't know. You kind of do. You kind of
He kind of said a little bit.
like he was our diva before you came.
That's crazy.
So I still expect him to be our diva.
Yeah, you know, she sound a little weird right now. You know, she added on to her she finally added on to her list, you know.
At what?
Of the list of bodies.
Oh, he is so
Yeah,
bothered.
she put some unofficial bodies on the official list.
He's so bothered because
Oh, y'all did a list?
no. Well, clearly he wants to do a list. I told him we can go ahead and pull out his ex prostitutes and all them out the bag too.
we
If
was
you want
having
to do that.
we was having a discussion.
If
about
Why don't we
do
wait
that.
to the end of the show?
Was that your cokeheads? We can pull them out too.
I ain't never had a cokehead.
You ain't never dealt with somebody that was on coke.
Shit, if he dealt with a prostitute, he dealt with a cokehead.
Thank you.
No, we talking in the homegirl.
Tomato, ain't it?
Thank you.
We talking in the homegirl. We talking in the homegirl, and the homegirl was saying, you know, how she got to be a little bit more aggressive because she, you know, she messed with a bunch of the gang members. And so, wifey get to talking. She felt that. She's like, this California,
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say
word.
that. I did not say that.
I mean, you messed
First
with
of all-
you supposed to you had a boyfriend.
Show you from Southeast?
Gang.
You always had a boyfriend, and you mess with the stepping nigga. And
No, that's not what I said. First of all, I have never. First of all, I've never discussed any type of numbers or anything like that with you. I've never done that because I feel like that's immature. The what?
I see the whoop in you.
But I mean, what I said was that it's not uncommon to date a gang member when you're from California. Like that, it's gang culture out there. It's super heavy out there.
You was at Fan Market?
Especially in San Diego. It's very heavy out there. People don't believe that, but it is.
It's very heavy.
It is. Like you can't.
You think about San Diego, you think about Nick Cannon. You like this?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Yeah, all right.
Nigga in front of Shamu?
Yeah, all right. Go out there
Hey,
thinking about Nick Cannon.
Hey,
Banging on niggas. in front
I
of
heard Nick
girls.
Cannon connected though.
Hey,
I heard
I lived in Dago for 8 years, man. Dago ain't no pump. Like as nice as it is, as great as it is, it's got the hood parts too, bro.
Banging on a nigga at SeaWorld.
Hey,
Yeah, all right.
Hey,
nigga, it's hard to move. The
Think
Navy
that.
base is right off of the gang neighborhood, dog. 32nd
Like right there
Street
by the
Navy
coast.
base is right by the gang neighborhood,
Shit,
dog.
that's Nellis Air Force
You get-
Base?
Yes, you get off the wrong trolley stop in San Diego.
gang neighborhood?
Hey,
Nigga, go in the back of Eagle Trace.
yeah, go to Eagle Trace for sure.
Eagle Trace get all their money in the front. Go in the back of that motherfucker.
And then the Pebbles is
Listen,
right
it's
the
like
street.
two totally different
Nigga,
countries
who live in the Pueblo?
when you.
The Crips.
Do they?
But yeah, man, she's talked about her whole face too many times for me. I get spoiled. Like I ain't gotta ask about. I ain't gotta ask about a number.
We know your whole
Hey,
life was a
man.
whole phase until recently.
Damn, see how that worked?
Yeah.
Instagram,
Everybody be
Junior,
like, oh
777.
yeah. You know, I used to mess with her. Damn, nigga, who did you not mess with? Who did you not mess with?
I got
'Cause
high
I'm just
school
trying to figure
bodies.
out. So what? It's still a body. You still put your dick in them.
I got high school bodies. They
you
wasn't
still
fully
did it.
transformed yet.
It don't matter.
It's like you kind of.
Damn, I haven't fucked with. I haven't. All my bodies is high school bodies. I haven't had like slow metabolism bodies.
Okay, so
Those
I
the
didn't
ones that
say
count.
that. I didn't
When you're a
say
woman,
that my
woman,
gang member
those the ones that
boyfriends
count.
wasn't in high
bodies
school.
don't count.
I didn't say it wasn't in high school.
Oh,
Oh,
She was
okay.
cheating.
they was banging. They was
was it?
above their time. They was over. They still count.
Hey. Skinny Junior, man. Skinny Junior 777 on Instagram. Code 7 on YouTube. View 7 Network on YouTube.
Twitter, Instagram, Young Al Bundy, YUNG_Al_Bundy.
Ow.
Just call me Spitz.
got him.
Hey, that's nasty. That was nasty.
Oh my
That
god.
was nasty as fuck.
Ooh wee.
Just call me Spitz. It's JUS. Call me Spitz. SPNC. Follow the podcast pages on Twitter at Views from the 7, on Instagram at Views from the _7, and on Facebook at Views from the 7. We up out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.